Welcome to Natural 6!
Hey!
But not as you know it, no. For today, that's right, you may be a little bit confused as to why I am the one sat over here behind this screen. Well, for today, I am your games master and human being doing his absolute utmost, trying not to look nervous over here. Alex Jordan, or should that be Jan Dolski? That is right. That is right. Today, as you may have guessed from the thumbnail and the title, is a very special episode of Natural 6.
It's my birthday.
Specifically, we're here for Ben. Just Ben and his birthday.
Aren't we always?
That is because today's episode is brought to you by AMD, our sponsor, and 11-Bit Studios, the creators of a brand new video game called The Alters.
Yay!
Yeah! The Alters is an ambitious, mind-bending sci-fi adventure where Jan Dolski is the lone survivor of a crash-landed expedition and he must make clones or alters of himself to survive using a substance called Rapidium.
Oh.
The game blends the game. The game.
See, it's not easy.
It's
is
not
it?
easy.
I tell you what, intros are hard,
It's
man.
not easy. The game blends survival, base building, and storytelling with a focus on moral dilemmas and the consequence of choice. Now, in the video game The Alters, I, Alex Jordan, the actor, play all of the Jan Dolskis, but that is not the case today.
No.
No. Today, I am joined by my fellow Natural 6 members as they each take on the role of one of the alternate Jans. So, join me in this very niche power fantasy exquisitely tailored for myself as we say hi to our captivating crew of characters.
Hi, I'm Eve Wilson, and I'll be playing Jan Dolski, the technician. Oh, God.
I'm Harry McIntyre, and I will be playing Jan Dolski, the Shrink.
Hi, I'm Doug Hoggle. I'll be playing Jan Dolski, the botanist.
I'm Holly, I'm not doing the voices, but I play Jan Dolski, the scientist.
Hi, I'm Ben Starr, and I'm playing.
Why are you reading that?
Yes, I get it.
In case
It is
Reading his own
sheet.
name.
It
He
is on the
looks
sheet
up
in
for his
front.
character, but looks down for his own
So
name.
nervous.
Sometimes that double R will really get it.
Hi.
Shall I hold it here so you can read it?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
on.
Hi, I'm Holly.
That's
playing
yours.
Jan-
That's
Hi.
yours.
Hi, I'm Ben Starr, and I'm playing Jan Dolski, the miner.
Now, before we begin, it is important to note that the TTRPG that you are about to witness unfold is narratively and somewhat mechanically based upon the premise of The Alters, but it's not a true 100%. God damn it! It's not a 100% accurate representation of the game. We are just here to have some fun and cause some chaos.
It's just a bit of fun.
Just a bit of fun.
If you want the real game, you're going to have to get the real game,
Get
buddy.
the real game. It's out now.
And then you can play all of us.
Yes,
All
of me.
about it.
Well, yeah, I
You
feel
can
like
play all of
I feel like we've still got to explain.
And do not fear. Do not fear.
Okay.
Honey, there's a script.
It's coming. Do not fear. I have spent a lot of time writing all this down. Can you tell? I'm reading. So, without further ado, are we ready to play a TTRPG that I have put together myself and is being played for the very first time?
Can we take these off
Take
now?
the-
Oh my God. I'm sorry, I threw it on Wilson.
On this distant planet, far away from the one we call home, you, Jan Dolski, Jan Dolski, Jan Dolski, Jan Dolski, Jan Dolski, stand before me, the original Jan Dolski. Although who is to say what real truly is? You feel the same as anyone else, your memories are as vivid as anyone else's, and yet all of you know one thing to be true, that I, Jan Dolski, created you as a means of survival on this hostile planet. each of you tailor-made to provide a necessary skill after my crew died in a crash landing. The botanist for food production, the technician to fix things, the scientist to research solutions, the miner to gather resources, and the shrink to keep the party cohesive. A deadly sunrise is on our tails. If the sun catches up to us, there will be nothing left but ash. We must keep the base moving and survive long enough until our rescue mission arrives to carry us safely home. And yet, this is not the only problem we face. We are all cogs in the machine that is Ally Corp, sent here to locate and bring back a previously theorized resource that exponentially speeds up growth and the very means of the Altar's creation, Rapidium. Rapidium is the answer to planet Earth's impending disaster, and of great benefit to the corporation. After all, what good is an apocalypse-level event for shareholder value? But the creation of altars is a complex matter. How many laws of nature did I violate in your creation and my effort to keep myself alive? How disgusted might the human race be? What will happen when you return home, if you return home? What good is survival here if we face nightmare consequences back on Earth? In a world of megacorps and profit projections, money is master of all. Prove our worth here by mining as much Rapidium as possible, and maybe, the Ally Corp overlords will be beneficent gods, taking us under their wing and protecting us. Fail to satisfy the desires for Rapidium, and the outcome may be a fate worse than death. We won't know until we make it, if we make it. But before you can think about life back on Earth, there are more immediate problems at hand. 6 days' journey ahead of us lies a river of lava that we must cross, or face a fiery death by the power of the sun. To do this, the scientist must research a bridge in time, but focusing on the bridge alone and neglecting the needs of the crew as a whole will bring about major setbacks. Balance must be found, as well as much Rapidium as possible, of course. And this is where we join our crew. Their 6 days begin with their daily morning meeting to assess and plan for the day that lies ahead. So we join them now over here in the kitchen, having a little chat and deciding, what are you going to do with your day? So for those of you watching at home, the day is going to be split into 3 parts, the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. In the morning, everyone will gather together, assess, and choose what they're going to do with the day. Then in the afternoon and evening, they can choose when they want to do their task, but also they will have some downtime. If they work themselves too hard, they will face mood penalties, debuffs to whatever they roll. That's what these lovely little character cards in front are. These are little bits that will show you at home what their current mood status is. So, what would you like to do, Alters?
Well, I have to say, Jans, that I'm hungry. And I can't make anything unless we have a greenhouse.
Well, I think far be it from me to insert myself too directly into the drama of the whole thing, but, you know, we need to have a coherent and sober conversation, I think, about our time here. I'm, of course, willing to mediate if that's what needed, place myself in harm's way, but
Well, sober doesn't sound like much fun, but food does make sense, I guess.
I think none of it makes sense if we're not going to be able to build that bridge. And your stomach doesn't get to decide what we do.
I know my opinion probably doesn't mean anything, but
why'd you say that?
because you basically ignore me this whole time. I'm out there working, I'm getting the Rapidium, but listen, all I'm saying is that it's dangerous. It's dangerous out there, and what happens if I get injured, you know? What will happen when I'm the only one out there doing the work?
If any anomalies happen, I'm out there too, so...
Well, if I can make some food, I make enough food, then I can come help you.
What I'm saying is, well, I'm sorry for raising my voice.
It's all right. This is tough. Tough on all of us, and if we can't freely and openly speak our truths, we're for the sun.
I really appreciate that, I really do. But if I get injured, if any of us get injured, there's no way of healing us, you know? I'm saying we need to build an infirmary, something that can, you know,
So are we saying the scientist is the one who has to make the decision? The scientist is the only one who can do the work. So what, we're saying you want an infirmary?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And look, I get it. I'm probably going to be overruled or whatever, but
You're gonna starve before you have an accident.
Yeah.
So we want an infirmary, a greenhouse.
I think morale's pretty low, to be honest. I think we should maybe have somewhere to let off some steam. Social room, gym, whatever.
Look, I'm water. You know, I just go with the flow.
I think the only person who can decide, really, I mean, I don't know how to research these things. Do you know how to research these things? Do you know how to?
No, I built them.
Fair.
And we'll be researching the bridge. And once I'm happy that we've got enough underway, then I'll potentially listen to your pleas, whatever you want, but until the bridge is done.
The bridge won't matter at all unless we have food to get us to the bridge.
I think you'll find that we can work anyway, and we have been working anyway. Your greenhouse and your avocados are not important.
You think we're gonna be arriving at this bridge in 6 days without having eaten, and we're gonna be
6 days without food, we will have no energy.
Far be it.
We will be dead. We'll probably have eaten the psychologist.
You would be the first to go.
Well, very little meat on these bones these days, but far be it from me to be didactic. But if I may, sit as an intermediary here.
Quite like you.
I think what Jan is saying about the bridge is not a question of singular intention, it's a question of priority, am I correct? There is a world in which this bridge, once researched, gives us the freedom, or at least the first building blocks have been put in place that we can start to think about food. I don't think anyone's suggesting 6 days of growling stomachs and falling morale.
it's a bridge. I don't get it. Like,
An impressive verbal cul-de-sac once more, but you are actually for once correct.
Thank you.
We need to start the bridge. Once the bridge is started and I have enough of it underway, you can waste your time petitioning for whatever you want.
what? So we'll have plans for a bridge. We won't have the materials for a bridge. What if I get injured? What happens then? You gonna go out?
I mean, sure, but we've got a lot to build. You know, not a lot of time to do it.
All I'm saying is you're the leader.
Yeah.
You're the one in charge. You're giving it to us, are you?
None of us questioning that, by the way.
I'm gonna say, if the scientist thinks we should research the bridge, then maybe we research the bridge to begin with. We at least make some headway on that.
The camel is, of course, a horse designed by committee.
Fuck's sake.
Is it the bridge then?
It is the bridge to start.
So how this is gonna work. Over these 6 days, in order for research to continue and progress the entire way, what you need to do is you need to hit the goal of 60 rolled across however many days that you want to choose to research this. So let's say right now you were to roll a 19, you would be almost a third of the way towards researching the bridge immediately.
Yep.
But if you were to roll a 2 or a 3, you've still got a good way ahead of you. Now, of course, you get a +4 as you are proficient in science. So, scientist, this is the very first action of the day for you. Could you please roll for me a d20?
Yes.
The first roll.
First roll is the
And that
deepest.
is a 14 plus
A
a 4.
14 plus a 4 is an 18. Right
productive day.
out the gate, we have an
you
18.
Have you made? Are you actually working on the bridge, or are you doing that like experiment that you have to do in DT in school, where you're making a proof of concept out of lolly sticks,
yeah.
and then your teacher, after 4 months of work, places increasing weight and breaks the bridge and you?
No, I'm feeling so confident that I've actually just got a second screen up and I'm watching YouTube. This isn't difficult, it just takes time.
Okay, excellent. So, one thing I would like everyone to do, and we're going to do every single day, so each day the base will move forward to a new area of the planet. We are going to, as a group, scout that area and see how much Rapidium lies outside. How much Rapidium lies outside is then going to influence whether or not you guys want to send more than one person outside to mine that day. Some days there might be more, sometimes there might be less, but if you roll poorly on your perception, you may be wrong entirely. So, I would like you all, please, to roll a d20 for me. And if you have a plus on perception, let us know what you get.
What did you roll?
A nat 1 for the technician, is it?
Yep.
A nat 1 for the
You
technician.
did that. You did that.
You know what? She was going, I'm rolling so hot
was.
today. I'm rolling so well today. And I kept rolling quite badly, and she was going, wow, you're not doing that good.
Shrink. Oh my goodness, that was a whistle and a half on that. Shrink.
The microphone.
Yeah, you're gonna love that.
I have a +0 to my perception,
Yep.
and it is just a 5 from me.
5.
Right. But it isn't the worst.
3.
Oh my goodness, guys.
Save us from ourselves.
With my +2, 17.
Okay.
My
Wow,
superiority,
multitasking.
my superiority complex is having a fantastic. Just saying.
A 13 from me.
13. Okay. Let me just do a little quick roll here. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say that you scout the area outside and you see that there is a pretty decent amount of Rapidium here. There's not like the most you're ever going to find, but, there's a solid amount. It's up to you if you would like to choose to spend your time either doing stuff in the base or heading out and trying to mine some Rapidium.
So it's just going to be me in the firing line today, is it?
Oh, I'll come help you. I can't
got nothing better.
grow any avocados anyways.
You'll be
Can
fine.
we even mine?
Can I? Of course I can mine.
I don't think we should resort to personal attacks.
I don't think you should speak when I'm not speaking to you.
Wow, you're so uptight. Man.
Yeah. We should probably build a social room.
All right, so we have 4 Yans here. All want to head outside to mine Rapidium, or?
So can you remind me of the mechanics that so my role as the shrink is that once a day I can take someone and give them a one-on-one therapy session and attempt to boost their morale.
So once a day, you can take someone aside for a full-on one-on-one therapy session. Whenever you do that, that has to be downtime for the other person.
Okay. So if I do a therapy session and also I go out mining,
You
do
will
I
suffer
take any
a mood penalty the next day because you have chosen to do 2 activities in one day. You will suffer a mood penalty and you will go down by 1 and you will have a debuff of 1 to anything you roll the next day.
Here's my thoughts. We're looking at a day without food. Tomorrow is going to be incrementally harder than today. Perhaps I'm best to see what boosts I can offer, whether there's things you want to say, stuff you want to get off your chest. My door is open for that, and perhaps I'm best to make that nest, right? Make that space into which each of you can come and say, yes, here I am, I exist.
Can I do that while mining?
You would have to take it as a downtime. So
As a downtime.
you could choose to mine in the evening when everyone else is, if other people are out and they come back in, you could go out in the evening.
Listen, I'm here all day.
Yes, he is.
I'll be here in the evening. I can be here in the afternoon.
Yarn, just stay with him. We'll go out.
Okay, so
Huh?
technician and miner are going out?
Do you want to go as well, botanist?
No, I don't actually. I don't like mining.
Okay, so
On the way out, also, just saying, we're heading out, right?
yeah,
I'm going to sneak into the workshop, and I'm going to see if I can find like a sharp object of some sort.
okay, yeah. Roll me perception.
Can't really find anything. It's 5.
It's a 5. Yeah, you look around. This
He's just
What
stood
can
there.
I find? What
this
can I
workshop has been very, very poorly looked after in terms of structure and organization. It's got a lot of stuff in it,
Yeah.
but that's the problem. Like you can't find anything. You can't see the wood for the trees right now.
Yes.
There's so much stuff in here. What I will say is that you find, we'll say like you find a pen. You find a particularly pointy pen. There you go.
I'm looking for one of these.
Okay. So
I also, just so you know,
yeah.
I then go, I'm going to call you Yarn. So I've got Yarn the pen on me as well.
Yarn the pen. Okay.
Maybe
Do you want
we
to put
do
that down in your
before we
inventory?
Yeah.
That you now have Yarn the pen. You put that down with Yarn the pen. Make a note with Yarn that you have Yarn.
Also, and this is just entirely up to you. Listen, if you want to create a yarn pen as a result of what the amazing improv that I'm giving now. You are absolutely. I give over all rights to yarn.
The game is out.
For
Merch, but merch. Okay.
Yeah.
That's to you.
you have rights in
Yeah.
perpetuity for the next 5
Yeah.
days. At which point Ben
Call him.
will demand a
It's either
250%.
Jan Pensky or Pendolski.
A Pendolski.
Pendolski is
much
100%.
better.
Pendolski has to be.
Pendolski, done.
Okay, cool. So, if you guys are going to head out,
Yeah.
what I would like you to do for me is, can you please roll a luck check, each of you? Fuck! Is it not one again?
I might be better off on that side.
This is
of the table. Like, you've-
the absolute hubris of Eva Wilson. Before we even start saying, I'm rolling hot. I'm rolling real hot.
That's why I don't comment on the dice.
Two nat ones.
Never
back
comment
to
on the
back.
dice.
Is that 1 in 400 or 1 in 4,000? I don't know how to create two probabilities.
It's got to be 400, right?
I think it was the mustache, Eva.
I think it might be that. It was your Samson.
You were more
The mustache
powerful.
just keeps you going.
And my own
You're nothing
Delilah.
without
She's
that
Moustache
hair.
Samson, baby.
You're
She's
nothing
nothing without that.
You
I rolled
were
a
powerful
13
with
though,
it.
so
A 13.
that's
Okay.
Lucky boy.
So
Carry
here's what
the
I'm going to
team.
say then. You head out to mine. You're very lucky. You spot a Rapidium deposit pretty nearby.
Yeah.
So the time that it's going to take you to get there, to mine and head back, you're going to be fine. You're not going to take any radiation damage.
Right.
On a nat 1, I'm actually going to say that yours is so far away. I would say that if you just failed the luck check, you would have taken 4 points of radiation damage. You're actually going to take 6 because it's a nat 1. So straight off the bat, I would like you, please. Now, for those watching at home, we have, for each altar, only 14 hit points.
Are we together when this happens?
You are splitting off. You can talk to each other over the radio.
Yarn, you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm not doing too good.
What's happened?
You know how we were talking about that infirmary?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're gonna need to build that.
Okay. I'll make sure to put in a word.
Thanks. Yeah.
We've got to stay in this together, you know?
Yeah. Aren't you thinking about what happens when we get back?
What do you mean?
I mean, how much Rapidium it's gonna take for them to ignore the fact that we're all here now. We're just gonna get back and they're gonna delete us, you know that, right?
I don't really think about that sort of thing.
Well, I think you should start
I
thinking
do what I
about it.
can and I do my job.
You think that's gonna be enough? Pretty naive.
I don't think I'm enough, to be honest. I see the way you all look at me. I see the way you don't listen to me. Like I suggested the infirmary and look, you're injured.
If you're looking for a pep talk, you can go talk to
I'm not looking for a pep talk.
I'm just saying, we can't get to the end of the 6 days without you. But after those 6 days, we should start thinking about what happens.
Do you ever think about your life before this?
It's not real, is it, though?
I know. But it feels real.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I'd like to think there's more that we can do if we can get past this. Make some memories that are real, that are mine, that are yours. But corporation's not gonna like that, are they?
What do you think about the pain?
Means it's my pain, it's your pain.
Yeah, but I
Something
mean,
that belongs to us.
you had a life before that. It feels real. It might not be real, but it feels real.
Yeah. But it's his. It's not ours. What's happening right now is ours.
I don't trust him.
I don't trust him either. We get back, he's fine. He'll be all right. Does he care what happens to us?
Listen, you get me that infirmary, and I'll do what I can.
Okay.
I don't trust him, but we got to trust each other.
I agree. It's us against him.
Before they reach
Yeah.
the Rapidium,
Yep.
I don't know how easily I can judge that. I'd like to try and put a radio call into the miner.
Yep. So the shrink can give a full-on therapy session to one person a day to improve their mood by 2. But if you want, at any point, the shrink can also make a radio call just to have a catch-up, a chat with any one of the altars. Can't do the same altar twice in one day to give them a +2. So yeah, if you want, you can make a call to the miner to give him a little pep talk, or is it the technician? Sorry,
It's the miner, yeah.
The miner to give him a little pep talk to see if you can pick up his morale to maybe try and help him in his endeavors to mine Rapidium.
What do you want?
I've been thinking about what you said.
Yeah?
About how you feel unappreciated. About how you feel you're not heard, not listened to.
Didn't really support me back there, though, did you?
Emotions run high. Sometimes I think it's best to disengage, reflect, and then move forward with purpose. That's what I'd like to do. And I wonder if I could ask you a question.
Yeah, whatever.
Your mining equipment,
Yeah.
mechanically, on the most basic level, it has a lot of moving parts, right?
Yeah.
Cogs and springs, metal. Each of those things individually would feel insignificant, I guess. The cog doesn't know its importance to the whole, it's just a cog. But without it, no Rapidium, no chance of home.
So I'm like a cog or whatever.
You're like whatever you want to be.
What do I want to be? It's not what I want to be, it's what he wants me to be. I had a life before this. And it turns out that life isn't real.
It's a hard adjustment to make, for all of us, I think.
I don't know why I know the things that I know. It's apparently because he's just made them for me.
A gift, perhaps. A blessing or a curse, depending on how we frame it. Look, what you tell yourself is true. If you decide that that life was yours, no one can dissuade you from that notion. If you decide that it's only you who can get us off this godforsaken place, no one can dissuade you from that notion. If you decide that you are an integral cog in all of this, no one can dissuade you from that notion. But if you decide that you are nothing, well, the power's in your hands, my friend.
I'm not nothing.
I'm going to say at this point, because it's a little check-in, you have arrived at the Rapidium and you need to get to work. So the way that these check-ins are going to work, these are going to be rewarded on roleplay, whereas the full-on therapy sessions are going to be mechanically driven.
Yeah.
You're going to roll, and if you meet the DC, then you will have a successful therapy session.
Yep.
And we'll roleplay that out. But on this moment, I would like to know, based on this conversation, how you, the miner, feel at the end of it.
I feel like I'm not nothing.
So I'm going to say you get a +1. You get a +1, so your mood goes up. So if you'd like to switch your, you are the first one to switch out.
Oh.
So you have a nice
Oh, he's
little
so handsome.
smiley face right there. Okay, so you both arrive at your Rapidium deposits. Now, I would like you both to roll a D20 for me, please.
Choosing different dice this time.
Barely matters.
Jesus.
Okay, so
No.
so
I'm not dying 'cause
we'll
of
go
you
to we'll go to the technician first. So I believe you have a +2 on your. Oh no, you roll flat.
Yeah, roll
you roll
flat.
flat.
No,
You roll flat. Yeah,
6.
a 6.
Natural 6.
Okay,
Natural
a natural 6.
Narratively,
Yep.
this is fantastic.
Mechanically, it's devastating.
It is, because I've rolled a nat 1.
What is happening?
Okay, this is phenomenal. Okay, so
No, it's not.
what I would like,
The stakes couldn't be higher.
we'll begin with the technician. So on a 6, you are going to please roll for me 6d6, and this is going to be the amount of Rapidium you gather.
Don't look at me like that.
Look like I want.
It's worth saying at this point, the yarns themselves do not know how much Rapidium they need to bring home. What is Rapidium? No one has known what Rapidium is before, so what is a good amount of Rapidium?
23.
23 for the technician. That is a good start, you know?
Thanks.
Fair
It's a
play.
great start. Thank God we're both mining.
Thank God.
Okay, here's the thing. I built in this mechanic that on a nat 1, your machinery breaks.
Yeah.
Your mining equipment is now broken. You will not be able to mine again until the technician repairs it. Now, the technician has already chosen to perform an action today. You as the miner are able to surge and perform 2 actions in a day without having any consequences to your mood the next day.
Wait.
You have a bit of
On your
black on your nose. Yeah.
I meant to put it there, but thank you. You would normally be able to surge and you'd be able to mine twice, but your machinery is broken, which means that if you are going to repair this, you're going to have to, today, you're going to have to spend another part of the day working, and you are going to have a negative effect on your mood tomorrow.
I've got you.
So, please explain to me what happens when you arrive at the Rapidium.
I'm very confused.
Can I describe Rapidium to you actually as well?
Please
Just
do.
to like, so you arrive at this Rapidium deposit, and what you see can only be described as something almost, it's ethereal and almost angelic. It feels like a combination where the universe and nature has met maths almost, and it feels like the visual representation of, I don't know, I would say maybe like heaven meets sort of computer game graphics, we'll put it that way. Basically, you have
Heaven meets
crazy
pixels.
You have
Thank you,
crazy
AMD.
colors and lights with a strong undercurrent of white, bright white inside it, and it moves, and it feels like it's almost tangible, but also it feels like you could just put your hand like right through it.
Yeah.
So what happens when you step up to mine?
So I pull up the machinery as I've done every single day, and I feel very confused. I've got Pen Dolski with me, and I really wanted to find something in that workshop. And it comes through my mind about how I'm feeling, this sense of this pain inside me that isn't just mental, it's physical in some way. That I'm not quite whole. If anything, I'm a bit too whole. And I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great from the session. I'm feeling like I'm worth something. And I pull out the machinery, and just as I'm about to mine, my hand, my arm, searing pain through my arm. And I scream, "Ah!" like that, and the machinery just crashes, the whole thing.
Can you roll me a luck check, actually?
It's an 18.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to say you're pretty lucky. This machinery could have gone wrong. You could have injured yourself, but you just narrowly miss yourself, and the machinery clatters to the floor.
The machinery crashes to the floor, it's completely broken, and there is just this searing pain through my arm. And I just start like hitting it really, really hard. I get really angry. I start whacking it against the rock to try and make it stop, make it stop.
Okay.
And then shake it off.
Okay. We're going to return to the base now. We're going to return to the Shrink and the Botanist. Where do we find them, and what are they up to?
I have gone to the Shrink's quarters and I've knocked on the door. Yo, Doc! Doc!
I think I was maybe having a little sleep after my exertions. Yeah.
Hey, can I talk to you?
Sure.
Can we do this mechanically? Can we have a session?
What do you want?
could-
You'd
or
like
have
to
a
have the session, yeah?
So if you want to have a session, what I'm going to ask is I need the Shrink to roll a d20 for me. You get a plus 4 to your persuasion.
Yep.
I would like you to meet DC 12. What I will say is, throughout the game, as the game goes on, if you are attempting to have a therapy session with someone who is in a very bad mood, they will be harder to get out of their funk.
Cool.
So if they are in a -2, that -2 ends up in you need to meet a DC of 14.
Great, cool. So the minus, their mood, the minus from their mood is
Exactly.
effectively added to
So
the
if
DC.
they are in a good mood and you want to take them up to a really good mood, it's a DC 11.
Great. Cool. So 14 becomes an 18.
Okay, great. So you have a really good therapy session, and this is the moment where we're gonna let the dice decide the roll.
Oh man, Doc, I just wanted to look. I'm upset about the whole thing with the science. I hate the scientist. I think Jan's scientist hates me too. It's just the way he looks at me, you know, and it makes me feel really. I miss Lena so much. I don't know what to do about that. It's, you know, we're stuck on this godforsaken rock, mining this shit I don't understand. And I'm just like, what, why?
Can I say something to you first?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for coming to see me. You've done the right thing, and there are things we can do to help, and I want you to know that you're safe to tell me whatever you need to tell me.
That's kind of your role, isn't it?
Yeah, but, yeah, touche.
Got him.
There's a lot to unpack, isn't there?
Yeah.
You've put your needs second for a really long time. And I think the fact that this Lena thing...
Thing? It's not a thing,
No.
Doc. It's not a thing. It's like, I feel like I love her so much, and she's not even mine.
No.
But she's mine.
She's yours.
You know what I mean? It's like, and I feel like I've lost what's mine, who's mine, and I never even had it. I don't understand this. I feel lost in space.
Wow, that's wow. That's
Can we just get a subtitle for the episode? The Alters one shot, Lost in Space.
Wow,
there we go.
that's-
No, specifically, Doug feels lost in space.
First of
The
all,
actor cockle.
that's beautiful. Where is she?
I don't know, but I do know that Jan knows where she is. And I know he knows how to contact her. But how can I ask him?
We have a right to ask for the things we need.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
And you know what else? While you're here, she's as much yours as she is his, as she is her own.
You're right.
She has a right to choose.
She does, you're right. That is her choice.
And he does not have the right to take that choice away from you, nor her. Now may not be the optimal time, but when was love ever convenient in its timing?
It's not.
No.
Love's not convenient.
Let me write that down. And there's a little notebook which that goes into.
No, Doc, you're so right. You're right. I feel empowered to talk to Jan now.
You love this woman.
I love her so much.
Would you love her less if she made that choice for herself and didn't choose you? Would you love her less?
She doesn't even know me. All I can do is hope.
And all you can do is pay her the compliment. Pay her the compliment.
Pay her the compliment. Man, that's good advice. Thanks, Doc.
You're welcome. I've done all of this from bed.
Are you naked under there?
Not quite.
What were you doing when I showed up?
You see one socked foot.
And one unsocked foot.
Okay, excellent. Yeah. So the therapy session went really, really well. So I'm going to say, if you would like to please.
I enable.
Listen. For the botanist's mood, let's say on a natural ethical level.
I'm not a good shrink.
On an ethical level,
one.
maybe not so much.
Yeah.
But on a mechanical level, right here, right now in this game, it went so damn well. So if you would like to switch out for your +2.
Plus
let's get
2,
your
you're
very-
happiest.
You are
happiest
so
young.
sorry.
Look at
he's so-
my happy chops.
He's so happy.
So here's what I'm going to say. So that is the afternoon. The two mining altars are arriving back at the base. As the botanist, you're now in a good mood. Ordinarily, if you were to choose to do nothing all day, because you can't, gather any food, ordinarily I would say that you get a +1 to your happiness. But right now you're at a +2, so mechanically there's going to be no difference. We're going to see these guys arrive back at the base. It's up to you if you would like to chill for the rest of the day. It's up to you if you would like to head out to mine, but you will be doing so on your own.
We're into
because
the evening
you are
now.
into the evening. You are the only one who has an activity slot available to you that would not give you any sort of negative impact to your mood the next day. So we all gather around the airlock, and we see the lift arrive. We hear the sound of the whirring as the lift comes up from the surface down below, and from the lift appears the technician and the miner.
Broke your equipment then, huh?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I fucked up.
How?
My machinery broke.
What do you mean your machine broke?
The machine broke. I don't know.
Was
It
you?
happens. You'd know if you went out there.
All right, okay.
Bring it over to the workshop. Give it a look over.
You sure?
What else are we gonna
I
do?
mean, that's gonna take your whole evening.
Yeah, are you gonna fix it instead?
Okay, feeling some hostility here, but that's fine.
Yeah, because we put ourselves in danger. He's injured. My machinery's broken, and you're just sitting there. What
I
have you done
appreciate
today?
it. No, we appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hey,
Appreciation's not gonna get us back.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you. Let's just focus on making sure this machinery works for you in the
The
future,
most
okay?
important thing is that you're back.
Exactly.
That could have been even worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
Okay.
Stronger together.
Jan's stronger together.
Yeah.
Exquisite reference.
So welcome home. There's no food. I'm sorry.
You weren't given the resources to be able to.
No,
There's no
I wasn't given the resources.
But there's no expectation of food. But the bridge.
Listen. I think this is getting kind of heated. Okay. Why don't we all just calm down? You can head to the. God, the word is escaping me right now.
You gonna make a call home?
You can head to the workshop. I can make a.
Actually,
call
yeah,
home
I'd
soon.
really like you to make a call
That's-
home. I'd really like you to make a call home.
I think I can
I think
guess.
we
I think I can guess
deserve-
why. I think I can guess why.
Well, yeah, you know why.
You can't talk to Lena. You can't talk to her.
Why not? She's mine. Look,
She doesn't-
the shrink said that she's mine as much as she is yours because I have the same memories of her.
First
as
of
you
all,
have.
she's not mine anymore. Okay, we're
What?
divorced. We're divorced. She's not mine anymore.
Well, then you can't stop me from calling her.
What do you think? Okay, so what do you think she's
Crucially,
not
I-
going to realize?
Crucially, I also said she was her own. But the point stands.
Well, yeah, but
Well, you think she's not going to realize that what you're not me? You're kind of
well, I
similar
am
as me,
you.
but you're not
I
the
just
same as
talk
me.
differently.
We can't. Look, at the moment there are a few people back at Ally Corp who know you exist. What do you think when the news gets out back home? What do you think? What do you think's
What
going to
happens
happen
when
to
we
you?
do get back home?
I don't know. All I know is that we have to remind
why
as
are we-
much
so-
Rapidium as possible, and the more we get, the more kind they will be to us.
So how
when we
much
get
is it
home.
gonna take?
I don't know.
Well, don't you think we should find out?
Maybe, but right now I think as little
There's no
contact with them
maybe
as
about it.
possible. We don't want to bother them. We just want to get the job done. Okay?
What do you do all day?
Good question.
What do you do up there?
I make
You
sure.
make
that
little calls to
everything-
your ex-wife.
I make sure that everything is running okay. I chat with someone.
Well, it's not running okay. My machinery's broken. He's basically dead.
I don't see. I see a very alive yawn technician
Okay.
over there.
It's dangerous out there.
Okay, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I do.
Make
Okay.
a call.
Make the call. Tell him that we're here. When,
Yeah,
when,
make
when,
the
when, when
call.
we get home, when we
Okay.
get this stupid bridge or whatever,
Here's what I want to happen. I would like the technician to roll me a skill check. Now you have, I believe, a
Minus
-2 to persuasion.
Persuasion, yeah.
Great. You have a D. This is. I'm gonna. Okay. I'm not gonna tell you what the DC is. I'm just gonna tell you if you meet it.
Okay. It's an 8.
No, I'm afraid not. No. You know what? Listen. Okay. It's been a long day. You've obviously had a tough time outside. I think we should all just relax. Okay. Why don't you get to work, making sure that this equipment is ready for tomorrow, and I don't know. Like, what do you want to do for the rest of the day?
I want to call Lena.
You can't do that. Okay?
Tomorrow, promise me tomorrow.
I'm not making any promises.
Tomorrow presents new opportunities, new options. It's an opportunity to renew and to focus again. We talked about optimum time, my friend.
How's the bridge going?
Well, I can say that my job's going perfectly well.
Okay, great. There we go. You see, there's positives to be found everywhere.
We have a choice about the story we tell ourselves about today. It could be a story of mechanical breakdown, failure, tension. It could be a story of pain, or it could be a story of victory from the jaws of defeat.
Man, you are so deep sometimes.
Why don't you just do some
Is he?
work?
Or is he just talking?
Listen, what do you want to do with the rest of the day?
You know what? I'm sick of all the arguing. We need to fix that machine, otherwise the Rapidium doesn't matter. If we don't get the bridge, and we don't get the Rapidium, you can argue about Lena all you like.
So easy to sit in the research lab and just throw orders out and like get that done. Let's do this.
And you know what? I'm the only one that got anything done today.
Well,
That's not true.
At
we
least
had an interesting conversation.
I wouldn't count that as work.
So the technician has the ability to research twice in one day. And
The scientist.
Sorry. Thank you, yes. So the scientist has the ability to research twice in one day with no penalties to your mood the next day. If you choose to research twice in one day, 2 days in a row, then you will start to see some downsides. So it's up to you if you would like to research something for the benefit of the group as a whole, or if you'd like to research for the bridge, which I guess is still for the benefit of the whole.
Yeah, I think you guys have, as far as I'm concerned, half of you have either failed or you have done nothing. So I'm going to continue to work on the bridge.
Okay,
The
cool.
only person that got any Rapidium.
You don't even know if that's a good amount of Rapidium.
Still Rapidium.
It's only one of you came back with anything.
So yeah, if you could please roll for me another D20.
That is a natural 20.
Flippin' heck!
Holy.
I love this. Immediately, Ollie's like, I'm against the game. I'm gonna beat Alex. Alex is 45 minutes into GM.
This is
and Ollie's
honestly,
immediately gone, right.
this is honestly phenomenal because what I'm going to do here is
You can't penalise
You
me.
built 3 bridges.
I'm going to give you a bonus because it was a nat 20. I'm going to give you a bonus on top of that. I'm going to say that you get an extra 2 on top. So you research another 22.
That's
Takes
not
you to
fair.
40.
Because,
Yeah.
No, because I'm +4, so I would have been better off rolling a 19.
Okay, cool. Then I'll give
give me a 25.
I'll give you a.
Wow.
Wow.
This is insane. We're on 45 already. You are an incredible amount of. You have.
I'm incredible, I know.
You have zone.
You can stop there.
Can you explain to us what this, I guess, hyperfocus feels like in the moment?
It feels like when you don't take your ADHD meds in the morning. And it's 2 a.m. and you know that PowerPoint is due for 9 a.m. and you do the best work you've ever done.
This is phenomenal because I've really screwed
you
myself
understand what
over
I'm
here by
talking
saying the amount you need to hit right at the very, very beginning. Like, this is incredible. I will say, we did a couple of little test bits of mechanics and I was like,
I think I rolled identical.
Holly's rolled phenomenally well in this. It won't be like that on the day.
I think I rolled identical.
Yeah, I think you rolled identical in the test playthrough as well. Okay. Right, so I'm going to say, in the evening, I mean, you can't go out and mine again.
I can't, but I can offer my surge to someone, right?
You can help someone with something they want to do. So if you want to help the technician with the
I'm going to
fixing-
go into the technician's room and help with the fixing of the.
I'd like to.
Yeah, you still have
I
a.
would also like to make a radio call
Yep.
to the technician.
Okay, cool. Are you? I want to ask. Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do is, you want to make that call. You've said that you want to go and help.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to roll a luck check
Okay.
on whether or not you make the call before the miner gets to the technician.
That's a natural 6.
Okay, I'm going to say that you don't. You like the miner and the technician have been spending all day together. They've been pretty much side by side. I would say that you know that the miner is going to see him. So knowing that you won't make the call for, you can get to choose afterwards if you would still like to make that call to the technician. It's up to you.
Because I would worry about being overheard, or because I.
To be honest, if you want to make the call, you want to try and call in while they're having their conversation to try and still offer some insight, I'll allow that as well.
I think it. I'm not changing my plans.
Yeah.
There was something I was going to say in the call which I think actually might play even better with the two of them together.
Okay, great. So we'll come back to the botanist in a moment. Yeah. So you guys head to the workshop together.
Hey, you need any help?
Yeah, not feeling too great, and this is gonna take a while to fix. What did you do to this?
It just slipped, that's all.
Slipped.
Yeah.
It's not like you.
It's because I'm good at hiding stuff.
Hiding stuff. Like what?
I don't feel like myself.
How would you know?
Because believe it or not, these memories, they mean something to me. I still feel the pain of those memories.
But they're not real. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying, if they're not real, why do they matter?
Hold out my arm. This isn't mine.
That's the one thing I'd argue is yours.
Don't tell anyone. But before this, before he brought me back, I didn't have this.
An arm?
Yeah,
Didn't have the other one either.
but it feels like I didn't. That memory of me losing that arm and now it's here.
Oh.
I still feel that pain.
That's rough.
It hurts, Jan.
That's why you want the infirmary.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Sometimes I wake up and I think I just want to cut it off.
Wouldn't recommend that, not with the tools we have lying
It
around.
hurts, Jan.
It all hurts.
Look what happened. I was out there with the machinery. It hurt. That whole thing slipped. I didn't get any Rapidium. Everyone is relying on me to do this job. Yeah, there's the scientist who's there researching and doing. Oh, it's this important bridge, but how are we going to make that bridge?
Okay. So everyone's relying on you.
Yeah, they're relying on me, and they treat me like I'm nothing, like I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah. And how much better do you think they're going to treat you with one arm?
They'll look at me the same. Because no one even notices that I'm there. I pipe up and it's like, oh, what's that whisper on the wind or whatever that other yarn with the stupid glasses says.
Fucking.
It's like he's got a box of words that he just kind of pulls them out and randomly says them at you.
At that moment, you have a little call that comes in.
Hi.
Yeah, what you want?
I just wanted to say what you said to Jan.
Which one?
The first one.
Yeah, the first one.
What you said about what he does, what he doesn't do, how he doesn't spend his days. I don't know. I hadn't thought about it like that before. And I think you might be onto something. That's all.
Just asking questions, you know?
Yeah, I just, for what it's worth, I think you're asking the right ones.
Have you not thought about what happens when we get back? He'll be all right. He created us for very specific purposes. But it's all to serve him in the end. Isn't it?
And when our purposes have been served, then...
Yeah.
I know it sometimes feels like all I do is go around spewing out words, but I don't know. It made me listen. It made me think. You know what you're doing.
You got a little bit of doubt creeping in, don't you?
Why'd you say that?
Because you're all ready to offer everyone else affirmations. Gotta be something under there making you question. You're not stupid. You made that very clear.
I think perhaps you might be confusing doubt with a willingness to engage with ideas that aren't necessarily mine. I don't think I'm right all the time.
Maybe it's both. I don't know.
Again, a good point.
I'm going to say, as this is just a quick little pep talk, how do you feel?
Feel good that other people are starting to maybe also accept that there's a hierarchy at play here.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to say you get a +1 to your mood.
Yeah.
Can I, as you put that down?
Yeah. You got all that, did you?
Of course it did. It wasn't exactly private.
What do you think?
I think that if you help me get that infirmary, I will help you do what you need to do to get.
All right. We're all in the same boat. We're all in the same ship.
Before we head back to the botanist, I would like you please to roll me a technique check to see how well the repairs go on, and you've been rolling so well.
Nat 20.
Nat 20! Okay, here's what I'm going to say.
The +4.
On a nat 20, I decided very early on, if you got a nat 1 when you're trying to fix something,
Break worse.
then it's going to break worse, yeah. Nat 20, your machine can never break again. This thing has been so well prepared that even on a nat 1, it doesn't matter. You have done an exceptional job on this, and your machinery is safe for the rest of the play session, yeah. So, botanist, we find you, where are you this evening? Are you going to be heading out, knowing that the miner wasn't able to get anything today? Do you want to be out there mining, or would you rather relax and spend the evening doing something else?
I think I've got Lena on my mind. And that's a great country song as well. So I'm listening to music and I'm drawing pictures of Lena
Okay.
in my notebook.
Wow.
Which also, now we have Pen Dolski.
Oh, yeah.
We need to figure out exactly
Jan Buksky or
Jan Buksky.
Jan Buksky.
Jan Dolski.
Jan Buksky.
Yeah.
Jan Buksky.
Yeah.
Pen Dolski and Jan Buksky. Yeah.
So I'm engaging in like high fantasy Lena thoughts and drawing pictures of her reclining on a sofa. And, you know, I don't know where I get
Draw me
these
like one of your
images
Polish
from.
girls.
But,
That's not an actual invitation to do.
Okay, so you're going to choose to spend some downtime again.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're going to do nothing.
He's made his choice.
He's made his choice.
Kind of our
Okay,
fault for not giving.
so what I'm going to say here, we are going to go into day 2. Now, as you guys haven't eaten anything, you will all suffer a -1 to your mood.
Nice while it lasts.
Now, if that happens for a second day in a row, you will all suffer a -2 to your mood.
I'm back down to 0 because I was at +1.
Yes,
Don't worry, baby.
that
You're
is
gonna be
correct.
mining.
So everyone heads to sleep. It's been a long day. There's been, some tempers. There's been some friction. There's been some phenomenal words, and also some words so good from someone else that they even got written down in a book. But you all head to sleep to make sure you're fully rested for the day ahead as the base continues to roll forward to the next destination.
One sock on, one sock off.
And do you know what I'm going to do? From the very beginning, we are just going to say the very first action of the day from now on will be the group perception check. We will go into the roleplay, but if everyone could please roll for me for their scouting.
I thought you'd done it.
Please, 14 from Jan Dolski.
2 from Shrink Jan Dolski.
I rolled a 15 with a +2 to perception with a -1 to move, so I rolled a 16.
Yep.
Young botanist is still thinking of Lena and rolled an at 1.
Oh, in that case, you should take 1 off mine as well, because I have a -1 to my mood these days.
Oh, I have a
So
plus
take,
1.
so take, just
That's
take
a 2.
Just take
No,
1
it's
off the
still-
total for my
Yeah.
lower mood.
Cool.
You rolled an at 1.
And then the technician.
I'm rolling flat, and I rolled a 7.
7. Okay. I would like to let you know that you rolled as a group perception check the exact same as you did yesterday.
Wow.
39 again. You look outside.
39 between 5 is so bad. it's not
honestly
even an average of 8.
Almost astonishingly bad.
Some of us are working harder than others.
No, some of us are rolling higher than others. That's not the same thing.
Working harder than others.
So for today, I am now going
Don't touch
to
my dice
roll
again.
a D6. Okay. So today, when you head outside,
Sweet.
the radiation levels will be a bit higher.
Not sweet.
So
Do we know that?
you know that. You know this.
It's going to be dangerous out there. If you want to stay home, it's fine. I'll be happy with this equipment.
I think you are invaluable to what we do here.
You see outside that there is not a huge amount of Rapidium today. It's not as much as it was yesterday. It's you look at it and you go, maybe you should have made the most of yesterday, because today it's.
We tried to make the most of yesterday, Jan.
Hey, I'm not. I didn't say anything. You read into.
You did say exactly something, that's why I'm responding to it.
I'd like to, if I can try and share a look with the technician, but I don't want to say anything. Do you want me? Is there anything I need to roll for that, or can I have just done it?
Yeah.
Can we zoom in on that? Get right on that.
Okay, so what do we want to do today? I mean, I don't know about anyone else, but I do think the botanist might have had a point about food. Maybe we need to really start thinking about that. We can
really
only
do
last
it.
so long.
Yeah.
I think there are two really pressing issues, for what it's worth, and I'm just happy to open the discussion and let everyone else take the lead. You don't look at full capacity, and if we don't eat, things are only going to get worse. We've been given an incredible lifeline by the progress you've made on the bridge. We have 5 more days to make more progress. We have to achieve in 5 days a half of what you've achieved in 2. Perhaps this might be a time to begin to make ourselves a little bit more comfortable.
Good point.
Yes, I did exceptional work yesterday. I mean, I did some work yesterday.
Hey, look,
Pushing his notebook away.
I couldn't do anything because we don't have a greenhouse for me to do anything with. Now listen, I know you and I have our differences, but I want to be open to us, building. I was going to say that.
I'm the only one building the bridge.
I know. I meant metaphorically, like emotionally. Like, man, I hate this feeling inside me. I lose myself in this sometimes. I don't like this relationship. All right, it's toxic, but.
That's the radiation.
It's probably
Very good, Wilson.
But listen, if we can build a greenhouse, I can make bacon and avocado sandwiches or an omelet. I don't know why that would produce eggs, but I'll figure it out.
Right. Okay. First of all, we don't have a relationship. We're here to work. So it'd be a good idea if you could maybe focus on trying to help than thinking about bacon and avocados.
God, you're so selfish.
I'm allowed to be. I'm good at what I do.
You are good at what you do. I'm trying. Look, I think you're really good at what you do. I just don't like you. But that's not the point here. The point is we need better food.
We need any food.
We need any.
I agree.
I'm eating my socks.
Oh.
So that's where your other sock
mine.
went.
I think one of those might have been.
That was that musk I tasted.
And then what happens when you go outside today and that radiation is worse than last time?
We do need an infirmary too.
Can you push through for one more day? Perhaps a greenhouse and
I can help
infirmary?
you. I don't have a greenhouse.
I'd prefer
I
it
can
if you
help
didn't help me and you stayed where you were. I'll start with the infirmary. I'll decide this evening what else we do.
That condemns us to another day of no food. Even if you work on the greenhouse this evening, it can't be made until tomorrow.
Yes, so whenever you research something, whenever you research a new module, it will take half a day for the research, and then it will take half a day for the technician to build it. So if you were to build the greenhouse this evening, you would have to wait until the technician had built the greenhouse the next morning, or the next afternoon, in order to then be able to harvest the food using the Rapidium in the evening.
As long as we promise to make the infirmary soon, I agree. Let's get some food.
Top priority.
Fine, but you won't be able to heal yourself until at least tomorrow night.
I promise I'll be careful.
You need to keep yourself out of harm's way.
That means you're not mining.
Yeah.
I can mine.
You should have mined yesterday.
Okay, right.
So mean
So,
to me.
we're decided. You're gonna research the greenhouse.
Fine.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna make
You're gonna make what?
calls back
Calls to who?
or to make sure everything's running smoothly.
How long does it take to make a call?
Listen, okay, I'm doing everything I can to make sure that when we get home, everything's gonna be fine.
So
How
are
much
we.
Rapidium then? How much do we need?
Maybe it's time to.
Listen, we can ask soon, okay? Make a persuasion.
Was really thrashing.
It's a -2, so it's a 15.
No, you don't, unfortunately. Listen, okay, all in good time. I'm making sure that the relationship's there so that when we need to, we can make those kind of calls, okay?
Okay.
Right.
I'd like to have a little, on the way out, I'd like to try and have a little private moment with the technician.
We'll do that, yeah, we'll go to that in a sec. What I would say is we'll begin with the scientist researching. Now, for this, it's fine. You don't need to roll to be successful, whether or not you're going to. What I will say is I would like you just to make a science roll for me now.
That is a natural 20.
Natural 20. Great. So
Why have you rolled lower than 18 on research?
No.
She's doing it as well. She isn't. She like
Yeah, no,
it's
I saw it.
absolutely
I saw it.
happening.
These are
So
new,
what I'm
these
gonna-
new dice.
what I'm going to say
It is,
is
yes.
that
Thank you, Dispel Dice.
you have researched this thing so well
It's in love with you.
that I was
I'm the
everything.
I'm the one person that wouldn't care.
I was going to say that each day that you want to harvest food was going to take 5 Rapidium from your daily total. Now it's only going to take 2 away.
Wow.
Which is pretty damn good.
Wowee.
Pretty damn
It is considering we're not really mining much.
Right,
It's been a day.
Okay, great. So the scientist sets about working on how to build this greenhouse. Shrink. It's up to you when you want to.
For a second,
Shrek.
Shrek's in the room.
It's up to you when you would like to use your full therapy session, when you would like to. I will say that if you want to use it in the afternoon, again, that does mean that whoever you are talking to has to take a downtime in that moment.
Totally, yeah, understood. So essentially, I would like to make because I can't get a full therapy session with the scientist. And tomorrow the scientist is going to take another penalty and the scientist is going to be at -2. So what I would like to do instead is make a radio call and say, look, you know what you're doing. If you just need me to fetch and carry, if you need me to stand outside the door and make sure that no one disturbs you today, we appreciate you pushing through. So I'm at your disposal. Let me know what you need.
You know, that's the most helpful thing anyone's said since we've been here. Yes, actually, I'll give you a list of stuff. It'll just help. It'll help my research go a little bit smoother.
Great.
So just bring me everything on the list.
Great.
Thank you.
Understood, absolutely.
Honestly, that's the most scientist brilliant sort of use of it. So I'm going to say, yeah, you get a +1. So if you want to adjust your mood, so you are now back to rolling flat.
Sure, Jan.
For now.
Sure, Jan.
Sure, Jan. Okay, technician, you said that you would like to.
On the way out to mining, I'm just going to want to take the technician aside if I can. You stay in the captain's quarters, don't you?
Yeah.
You ever been in the captain's quarters?
Am I the captain? Wonder who is.
Has anyone ever been in the captain's quarters?
I don't think so.
So
Why?
I'm going to say, it's just if you want to be influenced by this,
Yeah.
we do have the possibility, if the idea comes to you, of a dormitory, providing everyone their own space within it that you could close yourself off. And I would say,
Take that last sock off.
You know what? We don't need that. I think I've got enough. We're fine.
What are you offering us, Jordan?
what I will say is this: if you can convince me to build, to request that we build a dormitory, I will say that you will have more favor with the crew as a whole, and I will bring down the DC that you need for me to call home.
Okay.
That's fun.
What do you think's in the captain's quarters?
I don't know. But I think what we need to do is make sure we know what he's up to.
Agreed. What's he doing all day?
I don't know. We're going out putting our lives in danger.
It's because our lives don't mean anything. Our lives are cheap.
Our lives mean something to us.
Yeah.
We may not have existed before, but we exist now.
Agreed. But as soon as we get home, cut him loose. We're done. We're just collateral to him.
How would we go about convincing him to get a dormitory?
If you can get the other alters to agree, in particular, if you can get the scientists to think that this is a good use of resources and time.
Look, I'm going to be out all day, but rest up, but see what you can figure out here.
Well, we need rest, really, didn't we?
And also thank you for the machinery. It's better than it was before.
I don't know. I'm good at what I do, I just don't boast about it.
I know. What does he want? Does he want like a round of applause or something? He's always like, I'm so good at my job. Or like, I'm so good at my job, I don't talk about it.
Yeah, I know. Some people just need that, I guess.
They are good at what they do, though.
I'd like to put a call into the miner on his way out for the Rapidium.
Yep.
And I, for the sake of brevity, want to say today's an incredible opportunity. It literally can't go worse. So everything that you achieve today is a step forward towards the person that you want to be and the place you want to arrive at.
Have you been researching affirmations?
I'm an unbelievable improviser.
Yeah, no. They're all written on the inside of his hand.
Yeah, stop. That's enough.
I'm possible.
Thank you, I appreciate that. And listen up. I know we're not the same person and we don't say the same words, and you've got lots of words and I've got like...
Lots of muscles.
Thank you. But I'll do what I can for you. Because even though as different as we are, we're the same in some way, you know?
We're all cogs.
Yeah, I really thought you said Cox then.
Did you say Cox?
No, sorry. All right, that might be a signal thing. I'll talk to the technician. Cogs.
Oh, you said cogs.
There's a hard fricative G at the end.
Oh, sorry. It's just, what's a fricative G?
G.
Oh, it's the G sound.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so
Rocks, nothing but rocks.
would you say that was a successful little chat?
Yeah, I feel super inspired.
Great. You get a plus one
Confused, but inspired.
to your mood.
I've just realised I'm
I
playing.
don't know what she's saying, but girl, I'm living.
I realised I'm playing the
Love that
worst
for you.
bard of all time. The only genuinely unpopular bard.
So you're heading out into the world
Here I
outside.
am.
And you're the only one today heading outside?
Is he not coming?
Botanist, are you heading outside as well to do some mining?
I'm a miner today.
I wonder who I can boost. I wonder whether I should mine. Because really, we're at a 1, we're at a 0, which is going to drop. We're at a...
High radiation, though.
I can.
It is high radiation. It is high radiation.
You've got stuff to do, right? Have you got
Do
stuff
I?
to do?
No, not
You
till the
shouldn't be
evening.
going out,
So you
though.
shouldn't do, yeah.
Come on, anyway.
I might... I mean, it's very rare that I get a chance to mine. Maybe... Because the botanist might be busy cooking this evening. I can't have a chat with them. The scientist is going to be researching doubles. I can't have a chat with them. Knowing the miner, they're going to want to surge. I can't chat with them. I feel like of everyone, the technician fucking hates me.
I can't cook this evening.
Here's what I'm going to say. You can't cook this evening, but because
That's because there's no greenhouse, because the technicians.
it needs to be
Oh,
built.
of course.
It needs to be built this evening.
Okay, but you'll go no worse than neutral.
But what I will say as well is that because you had 2 rests yesterday, you can work today, and then the evening you can essentially provide. It's kind of like a help action. You can provide an inspiration. You can go and assist someone and add a D6 to their roll.
Can I ask a mechanical question?
Yep.
Can I ever improve my mood by sitting down and... Because I've got no one has any mechanics to improve my mood.
This thing, no.
Okay, cool.
Because the way in which you deal with your problems
fine.
is by trying to sort other people's
Sort other
problems.
people's-
Here's
great.
what I'm going to say on the fly.
Yeah.
If you can get every single person in this place to a +2 mechanically, everyone else to be at a really happy place.
Okay.
However that is, be that with good food, whatever, all this, getting everything done, you will be mechanically, from that moment on, +2 for the rest of it.
Great, okay, cool, fun. Then I won't mind. I'll see what happens this
Okay,
evening.
so we're having the botanist and the refiner heading out, right?
I love mining. I'm not very good at it, but I love it.
Just happy. It's nice to be out, isn't it?
It's
just nice to
It's
be
a
out.
walk. It's nice to just
I
be
feel
out
that
for a
about
walk.
DMing sometimes.
It's a nice radiation walk.
So I'm going to ask you please to both roll a luck check.
God.
17.
15?
19.
19. Okay, great. So it doesn't matter how far. It is a day of high radiation, so you will still take damage. But both the Rapidium deposits that you find are nearby. They're pretty nearby, so you don't have to go too far. Okay. I would like you both to please roll a d20 for how much you're going to roll for mining. But obviously you have a negative, I believe. On
No, I'm a +1.
On your
no,
mind.
no,
Oh, I'm a
Your
net.
mining.
Yeah. So I'm actually
Minus.
Plus one's your
-3 because I'm -4 for mining, but I'm +1
Yeah.
for mood.
Exactly.
So,
There you go.
What did I get?
Stunning.
that's a nat 20.
Nat 20. This is okay. Can I just ask what did the miner get?
Oh, he got a 14. Okay.
Nice.
So
Good day
here's
for
how this is going to go.
Rapidium,
Here's how
kids.
this is going to go because I would like you to know that you are nearby one another. So you do see that this is a moment of real excellence from the botanist as he picks up this machinery and seems to just like go, I think I've got this. And he figures something. So with your 14, was it?
Yeah.
That's got to make me feel good.
Could you please roll for me 8d6? So you get that 8d6. Now, because you rolled a nat 20,
14.
you roll 14 d6.
How many have you got there? You got-
I've got 7.
Okay, so here's 11, and here's
Okay.
14.
Minor, could you please roll your d6?
Dude, what is he?
This is good. Big. Listen to that, everyone.
Big
That
click
is
clack
really
equals
fast.
big numbers
Oh.
equals big fun.
Big numbers.
numbers, big-
Alex sent us a briefing document which just said big numbers equals big fun.
Write that in your book.
Also, can I say, by the way, I never get to play shit. Playing's exciting. Isn't it? Playing's exciting because you don't know what's going to happen.
This is where more math rocks mean more math.
Yeah.
25.
Nice.
Okay. 25.
God, is that even going to fit in your
for
tray?
Minor.
Do you want this one?
We're going to make it fit. Do you want to be?
Oh, good idea.
Never say that
but that's
again.
that's off camera.
Oh,
You have to
okay,
do it.
okay.
Well, put it
Gotta be on content.
On content.
In front of benevolent, smiley botanist Jan.
Big fun. I'm having
Smiley,
big
doesn't he, at the
fun.
moment?
Big fun.
Yeah.
You hear the jingles?
Yeah, yeah.
I love that the camera up there is now going right in on your
yeah.
tray. Yes!
We've got a new
Okay.
camera. We've got a new camera.
Oh, that's so
Great.
cool.
Worth every penny.
Okay.
Oh, there's so many sixes.
Oh my goodness!
There's so
Oh my goodness!
Oh my.
Look at that!
Can the camera
Okay,
count
that's
for
fine. There's
us?
6 sixes in there.
So how does that make you feel?
Yeah, I'll come back to this.
12,
I'll
18.
come back to
Sorry,
this.
you don't need me to do that.
No, you do it.
24, 30, 36,
2 3s.
42,
2.
There's another.
There's another 6.
48.
Did I do this 3?
There.
No, you haven't yet. So 48. So that'll go.
Two
That goes.
48, 52,
52. Oh my God.
55, 59.
59.
63. Wow. Dude. Give me my dice back.
So
Can I say, as this is happening,
Yeah.
I'm working away. I'm working away,
Is that yours?
Yeah.
8.
mining this Rapidium, and I can see the botanist, who's not good at their job, absolutely nailing it. And as happy as I am with my haul, I look and I just see, like, this person who's not experienced with this equipment, even with my new amazing equipment, I can see this person with their amateur equipment essentially just nail it. I mean, nearly triple my amount.
I'm going to say that you go down 2 levels of mood.
2?
This has messed you up. The first day you got nothing. The second day you have this total rank amateur just steps out and nails it right
I'm
in
like
front
this.
of
I'm like, Dude, check this out, man! I'm so good at this! I've never mined before in my life!
Avocados are shit!
He doesn't want to be a botanist anymore. Refuses to cook.
No, I like rocks.
No, I really like, and I just have a little sidebar that what I really like about this is because Ben has kept his moustache on, he's having to keep his lip really tight every time he laughs, which means that his enjoyment of everyone else looks so insincere.
I'm having a nice time.
Okay, so the botanist, that is your one sort of action without any negative consequences for the day. The technician as well, the miner as well. Okay, so I would like to let you know that this means today you gathered 88 Rapidium. Yesterday you gathered 23. You are now at a total of 111.
We don't
111?
People don't need to know that I also make
Wait,
mistakes.
should we do a reaction to that? Should we do a reaction to 111?
Amazing. That's so much better than like 101.
Yeah, I mean, that's 10
Imagine,
more.
yeah, 10 more than like what it could have been.
Yeah.
Technician, where do we find you? What I'm going to say is you are going to have a -2 added onto anything you roll because you worked double yesterday.
I want to try and do some therapy with you today.
Is that
as
a
well.
mood thing? Am I a -2 to mood? Or is that just
No, just on.
Tiredness.
It's just right now on your raw tiredness. Yeah. So yeah, if you choose today to just work once and have a rest for the other part of the day, that's fine. It goes back.
okay?
I
I do need to build. But
I will also say that if you choose to rest right now, that will reset now. It's if you chose to work again right now on something.
while they're out, can I rest? Because then when
100%. You could choose to have your
rest.
rest as a therapy session.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's not rest.
That's painful.
I'd like to try something, which is I would like to,
May I? May I be mother?
I'd like to,
Shall I be mother?
I'd like to, what do we have to drink here?
I'm going to say that you have beer, you have water. I'm going to say that's
Okay, I'd like to turn up with a beer. One each. And I'd like to say, tastes fucking worse up here.
Yeah. Well, go on then.
No, I mean, I just,
Is this your full-on therapy
is my
session?
full-on therapy
Please roll
session.
for me.
that's an 8 becomes a 12. I have a -1 becomes a 13.
I'm going to say.
Yeah, I have a -1 from my
Okay,
mood,
because it was-
no one's worried about me.
So it was sorry, it was a.
So it was an 8, but I have
Yep.
a +4 to persuasion.
Yep.
But I have a -1 from my mood, so that 8 becomes an 11.
becomes 11. I'm going to say that because it's so close, this is going to be you will go up by 1 because you failed to meet
Yeah.
the DC,
Yeah.
but you missed it by 1. So I'm going to say that if that this is like
Minor failure.
raise your mood by 1, not
Yeah.
by 2.
Okay.
I miss having fun. I know I never had any. But I miss the idea of it, you know.
Maybe it's not all it's cracked up to be, you know? We're all here to do a job. And nothing else. That's what he says anyway.
You and Minor Jan. Minor Jan and you, yesterday must have been, well, I don't know why I'm telling you, you know, but I couldn't have done what you did.
No. You weren't built for it.
No, I'm not. That's becoming more and more apparent.
It's not your fault.
No, we're less than half a person, aren't we? Between us, we just about make a coherent human being.
Bits of a person. Bits of a person that might have been. I just think it's kind of bull that he gets to dictate what happens next, you know? Why is he the only real Jan?
Because he tells us, I guess. I mean, how does he know he isn't? I mean, once you get into that logic loop, you could be there all day, couldn't you? Prime movers, creation, what it is to be alive.
Whatever.
Could just be in a dog's brain.
I'll let you worry about that stuff.
Too big for me. You holding up all right?
Yeah. Got a beer now?
I can't finish that, by the way. I don't know why I even opened it. It's
all right.
disgusting.
We'll be all right. Do the work. And maybe, if we're lucky, and someone on high dictates it,
Jan.
yeah, maybe we'll get to live. Who knows? He'll be all right. What does he care?
Questions.
Okay. So yeah, your mood raised by 1. You feel
So I was. I'm a 0 now. Oh,
Zero
yeah,
now,
because
so you
that
go
was
to a
just
plus.
exhaustion. So
yeah, you
okay,
go
okay.
to a plus
Got it.
1, but you have no penalties or whatever you work on now because you took some downtime.
Knees.
So yeah, you feel seen and heard. The afternoon ticks over into the evening. The botanist returns with the miner,
Holy shit.
victorious.
Oh man, you guys should have seen it. I was on fire out there. I was like finding Rapidium and then finding more Rapidium and like it was so cool. I see why you like it, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it was really.
Can I ask, do we have any sense of, historically, whether this amount that has anyone ever got more than the botanist's got? Right, wow, okay.
Holy shit, man.
Well, I'm not often wrong, but I am surprised. Well done.
Oh, yeah, this must kill you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, from you, that's high praise.
It must have just been like
It is high praise.
Must have just been like a lucky vein or whatever. It's,
Yeah.
you know.
Beginner's luck, beginner's.
I
Yeah.
learned everything I know from that dude, man. Jan's great.
Yeah.
Okay, we have successfully researched the greenhouse.
All right, well, I guess I'll get to work.
Well,
Okay,
we'll keep him quiet and we'll keep him busy.
so
Well, actually, he might be better off mining Rapidium. What do you
Learned a new trade.
avocado?
I'm not great with what's an avocado.
We'll stick with the plan.
So are you gonna set about building the greenhouse? Okay, so yeah, if you could please roll a.
Can I assist with that? 'Cause I have like a +6 assist that I can.
Yes, I'm gonna say that. Yeah, because you took 2 downtime yesterday. Yeah, you can add a d6 to that roll.
Because it's a 10 so far. 13.
13. Okay. Yeah, this is built. This is built pretty well. You know.
And the
doesn't-
entire time it's being built, I'm just talking about
Yeah,
my.
please tell
Rapidium.
us how you're assisting in this moment.
I'm just like handing over tools, and then I found another pocket.
Yeah, that's what
And
I'm
then there was
talking about
more,
for you.
and
Yep.
you should have seen the look on Jan's face. I think he was so proud of me that I was like, yes, I feel fulfilled. So if you ever want me to help you with anything, I'm happy to help with it. Here's whatever it is you need here.
That's all right, buddy. Thanks. That's, yeah, I can probably take it from here. You want to go and bother?
Oh no, man, I'm here to help.
That's great, man. Thanks.
We need that greenhouse. We needed to get him out of the way.
The door locks from both sides, right? I built that in. Like, we can trap him in there too.
Okay, great. So the botanist has been helping. You've done a lot, man. You've done really, really helped out there. Okay, the miner
He's going back out.
is heading
He's going
back
straight
out
back out. Like not even telling anyone he's going straight back out. He just gets his equipment
into the to the evening of high radiation.
Yeah.
If you could, please.
roll a luck check.
Yep,
That's a 5.
that's
He's
a 5.
Thrilled. He's thrilled. It's fun.
Okay, because it's high radiation, I'm going to say that you're going to take 8 points of damage.
Wow.
It's all right. We're at the same HP. No, actually.
No,
No,
you're
he's
not. No, you're not. But yeah, you're really good at it today.
Just before you get something edited out.
I don't know what you mean. They've edited it out.
Okay, so you're heading out. You're going to go and do some mining.
I'd like to use my last little Because I haven't boosted you to. Oh no, I have.
You have. No, you've done two boosts.
Yeah, yeah.
I do
You've done two
apologise.
boosts. Yeah.
Yep,
So
I'm gonna start putting
you're
the
rolling
boxes down so I can count
plus
to
4,
three.
but then obviously -2 because your mood. Oh no, -1 for your mood is at the moment.
-1 is
Minus
my
one.
mood.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Oh my god. Is it in that one?
No, it's a 2.
It's a 2.
So I roll a 1. So I go out.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you
And I
head out.
roll.
dirty
I roll
one.
1 to 5. So it's 4.
It's you're going to roll 4d6. Yeah.
A dirty one.
Yeah. It's
Rare, but they happen.
rare.
Dirty one.
Lesson when you think it's a 2.
Oh, no, it's
you
not.
end up
No,
doing
it's
a dirty one.
Oh, it doesn't really make a difference.
I know.
It's
You're
still the
going to
same.
say because it was.
It's because -1 would be a
Yeah,
plus
yeah,
4,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But they're good numbers.
Okay.
Still.
Still.
86s?
1 6, 2 4s, and a 3.
1 6 2
They're not
4s is 16.
great numbers.
19.
They're okay
19.
numbers.
Okay, I'm sorry. They're fine
No, hang on.
numbers.
1 6 2 4s and a 3.
1 6.
17.
14.
17.
17. Yeah. 17. Okay.
Jeez
Cool.
Louise.
Okay.
Stop taking sums.
That
Glasses.
I feel like
intelligence.
when he's heading back out, it's just that pain in the arm that he's been feeling. Like this entire thing is the combination of screwing up the equipment in the first day, turning up and thinking he's doing a good job with his equipment. He can't blame the tools this time because the tools are the best they could have ever be. Like seeing a person who's never really done it before come back and get the biggest haul ever, turning up, getting radiation, suffering the overwhelming sense of like, I need to go and do this. The radiation takes over and the arm feels awful and he's basically really, really close to just like smacking it against the rock and trying to get rid of it.
Okay.
So
Okay, scientist, what are you going to spend your evening doing? Now, you have already spent 1 day researching 2 things back to back. You can do that again today, but you will suffer not a mood penalty, but just a tiredness penalty of -2 to anything you roll as well tomorrow.
So if I don't do anything this evening, then
You will
all I'll have
reset.
is I'll only have the
You'll only have
-1.
your mood, and you'll have -1 for your food. Yeah.
You know what? I'm pretty proud with what I've done.
Yep.
I'm pretty good. I'm going to do nothing.
What does doing nothing look like for the scientist?
You'd argue I'd be staring at a wall. I'm certainly not doing anything interesting. I'm just going to be. It's going to look like I'm still doing work, essentially, but I'll be working on some little side projects, things that entertain me that aren't research. Okay.
Contemplate space.
I didn't know what you thought you called there something awful for a second.
With Aoife, I don't worry about that. Now with you, yes, but with Aoife, it doesn't matter. I didn't mishear it.
Serving contemplate space.
Yeah, I'm actually just going to go back to my lab and just lock the door and be left alone.
Okay.
Not taking any requests at this time.
The shrink, are you going to also take some downtime this evening?
There's nothing more I can do, so yeah, I will.
Okay. What I will say is that you're taking downtime, and you are taking downtime in the workshop, which is not exactly a comfortable place. Generally, it's a pretty, you don't have anywhere to just take downtime.
Yep.
So I'm going to say that even though you're just chilling and you're relaxing, it's not exactly like you feel like you're fully, properly relaxing. That's not going to do anything mechanically.
No.
But just for a little bit of flavour there. Okay. Right, well, we are going to roll into day 3, but it is worth noting that the miner has surged 2 days in a row. You are going to suffer, on top of your mood, a tiredness debuff, a penalty of 2 as well. So anything you roll is going to have your negative to mood, which is after tomorrow going to be 2, and also going to have another 2. So you'll be rolling -4. If you take a break at any point before you do an activity, that will reset.
Sorry.
Please, the floor is yours. Right,
so we're
going into day 3 now, right?
We are going into day 3. So if everyone could please have a -1 to their mood.
God.
As in, take 1 from your mood, not... Yeah. So,
You have a terrible time, sweetie.
for those
me too.
at home watching, if we could please start with the technician and head around and let everyone know, where are you at mood-wise?
I'm actually okay because I'm so cynical. I feel like everything's going exactly as I expected to. You know, like if you're prepared to be disappointed and you're never surprised. But I really want that call home. That's what I want right now.
The shrink is aware of his own personal demons hovering on the periphery, and he's trying to push that thought away by doing what he can for other people, but it's not working as well as he would have liked. I currently have a -2.
I'm going to say that yes, if you can get everyone up to the happiest, you'll mechanically be golden for the rest of it. If you can get two successful therapy sessions back to back, your mood will increase by 2.
Great, thank you. And they're full therapy sessions, right?
Full therapy sessions, yeah.
Okay.
The botanist is feeling fine. I'm feeling like
I mean, you did a great job out there.
I had a great day yesterday.
Great.
I kind of
I was watching out the window and I saw you down there doing your thing. And
Dude, did you see me do my thing?
It was unreal.
Maybe. I mean, I know we're gonna build. I know we've built. I have to go. I have to make avocados.
Spend all your day looking out the window, do you?
I was going to say the same.
All right, okay, anyway.
No, I think it's a valid question.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
No, I just happened to be looking outside the window at that point.
Yeah, well, in
Okay.
between what? Doing what and what?
In between, making sure this whole thing runs smoothly and making sure that when we get back, you guys will be treated fine and you're
Yeah,
not
I
going to
did-
be,
I
I don't
did
know,
that.
I don't know, experimented upon forever.
Make a call.
Like, hey man, windows go 2 ways.
Do you have a window to look out of where you are?
You rolled me a
Scientist, yeah.
persuasion on this earlier on today, correct?
Yesterday.
Yeah, as in day 2?
Yes.
We haven't yet rolled into day 3, so I'm going to
Oh,
say we'll
okay,
hold off.
sorry.
I'm
Oh, I
just
thought we
checking
had-
in.
oh,
No, I just
sorry.
want to check in and see where we're all at mood-wise.
Okay.
All right, we'll do this in a
sorry.
moment. So, okay, scientist.
I love my job, but even I get cabin fever, and I have really not left my lab, so I'm -1.
Okay. The mustache says everything.
Everything.
It looks like he's trying to get through immigration. Really thinks he's going to make it stick.
Sir, papers, please.
His papers, please.
It is papers, please.
Jan Dolski, pessimist or realist? He is tired, so he's a -2. His mood is a -2. He has his health down to. He's lost 8, so he's got health at 6. His arm is at the point of him wanting to just completely permanently remove it. It is day 3, and there is no infirmary. There's a lot of things going on right now. I don't think things could be any worse.
You are hanging on like that mustache.
It's a metaphor. He's wearing a metaphor.
Okay, I'm going to roll.
Metaphor is metaphor.
I'm going to roll my d6. Okay, pretty good timing.
You're dead.
Yeah, today the radiation is so low that you don't need to roll
You'd
me
call it Han.
anything. Hey, you don't need to roll any luck checks. You'll be fine.
Nice.
No matter where you go, you won't suffer any radiation damage. Nothing is going to be far enough that you will suffer that.
Is it morning?
It is now morning. The base has moved on. We are in a new area. Could you please all roll your group perception check for me?
Flippin' heck.
Okay, I'm going to start with the technician.
It's a 6.
Okay, then we're going to move on to the shrink.
I have a -2, so it becomes a 2.
Wow.
I haven't rolled high. That's the highest I've rolled. 4 is the
group
highest
perception is
highest
mad.
I've rolled.
Let's go to the botanist.
Flat 14.
Okay. The scientist.
13 -1, so 12.
Okay. And the miner.
I have a -2, so it's a 0.
This is
That
phenomenal.
is a dirty 0.
Filthy 0.
It's a filthy 0.
That is a banned 0.
Yeah.
So day 3, your scouting, your assessment of the area is that middling, kind of maybe about the same as yesterday. Nothing, particularly amazing, but if you send out multiple people, maybe it'll be a waste of time. But yeah, there's something out there.
I can feel the Rapidium calling to me.
I didn't build you a greenhouse so that I could still starve.
All those avocados halved and going brown. You took the stone out, man!
We have
Wait, we're going to build it.
we have the greenhouse built. Congratulations, everybody! First module built. I'm gonna ask the. No, you know what? Roll off against one another. Technician and botanist, you're gonna roll. Highest number gets to decide where in the base this is gonna go.
Oh, who gets to cut the cord?
4.
13.
13, technician.
Yeah.
You put a lot of time making this. Where did you build it?
Sure did. Up above the workshop.
Up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want him that close to you?
Move a little bit.
On a different floor.
We're gonna
We
hear.
can build. We can build.
We're
We
gonna
only
hear
have
him
one
move.
little lift shaft here.
Yeah.
We'll put that in you though.
We're gonna hear him moving around so much up there.
Okay, so
Gonna
the
hear him
greenhouse is
Line
built.
dancing
We
to-
can successfully
Venice.
today. We will have some food. I mean, I'm guessing you're gonna want to get to work right away. This.
I got avocados to do, man, and bacon. I don't even know
What I
any of
love
this
is I'm really not sure mechanically where the
bacon's
bacon's going to come from, but hell, sure, we'll say for the
Sure,
sake of
well.
this, for flavor, quite literally for flavor, yeah.
Are we doing
Okay.
sandwiches or tacos?
Oh, it's gotta be tacos, man.
We got it.
I do also enjoy that in the game there is, from the very, very beginning, there is a base pet, a sheep called Molly, who is
Has
much
this not come up before?
who is much beloved. We're going to leave it from here
Mouton.
We
because
haven't talked about
because
it
because
Beyond
stew.
Blue.
because I know where this is going to go. I know where this is going to go. And no, we are not eating.
We don't go out mining. We look.
We're
for,
not
we
eating
look for
Molly.
Can you pet the dog? Can you eat the sheep?
Wait, I'm gonna do an investigation. I'm gonna do an investigation. That's a 17.
I rolled
plus.
an 8 plus. We don't have investigation
Like,
on
are you
there.
like
I
minus
find
4?
Molly.
18.
Can I have a
Perception check
can I
for
have a-
Molly.
Wow.
Natural 20! I found a sheep.
Okay. Where do we want to go? What do we want to do with our day?
Gotta get that infirmary. It's about time.
I mean, you're looking. You need something. You need a bit of help.
Can I ask, just as a player asking a GM question, what mechanically can we build that improves mood?
So mechanically, things that you can do that will boost mood. Well, first of all, greenhouse meals. If
Yeah.
you eat more meals, it will boost your mood.
Great.
You can build the social room.
Okay.
The one thing that we don't have a module here for, but it does exist, is the contemplation room, where the shrink can take people to the contemplation room.
God.
It's full of balls.
So, I didn't know what you were going to say.
Take them to the contemplation room. A therapy session in the contemplation room will boost someone's mood by 3. You can then also upgrade the contemplation room further, which will boost someone's mood by 4. You can take someone from the worst mood they're in. If you have a successful roll, you can take them from the worst mood to the best mood.
Okay.
We're not building a contemplation room.
I actually haven't suggested it. It doesn't help me.
I can hear you thinking really loudly.
I think the shrink is actually really right on the edge, and just sort of sits in the corner. And I'm gonna just sort of wave my hands and say, I'll just do what you all want to do today.
I know what I want to do. I want to talk to you, Jan.
Yeah.
I look up and then look down when I realise you didn't mean me.
We're not sleeping great. We're not doing great. We don't really have a nice place to go to bed, to be honest.
I mean, yeah. Well, you're saying you want like a dormitory, or
Where do
Yeah.
you sleep?
I mean, I have the quarters
Oh, okay.
made from.
You have a nice
Sure.
place
I
to
know. I understand. I understand.
we-
And what
So
do you
we're-
do all day,
I
Jan?
understand.
Last night
everything-
I slept on a broken chair in the workshop.
You know what? Sure. Yeah. I hear you. I didn't see it as maybe as important as the greenhouse
As you.
or as the greenhouse or the bridge or something like that. I appreciate that you have all been putting up with maybe not the best sleeping conditions. If we want to build a dormitory, I think that's a good idea.
And you can do it. By yourself. Because once again, Jan, you haven't explained to me what it is exactly that you do. Because apparently, you're all of us. You're the best one, are you? You're the one who's
No one
you
ever
could
said
mine,
I was. No
and
one
you-
ever said I was the best one. Okay, no one is the best one.
I don't know.
But
about
I am okay. I am keeping things on a level back home.
We're not home, Jan. We're out here. We're going towards a river of lava and we're going to die. Do you want to die, Jan? Because we're about to die.
Also, as far
What
as
do you-
we're concerned, we might never be going home.
Well, what do you think I'm trying to do? I don't want any of you to die.
I want your-
you, when we get back home, I want you to have the best life possible. That is what I am trying to do.
Let us hear them say that. Make a call. I want to hear exactly how much Rapidium it's going to take for us all to get home. If there's nothing to hide, what are you worried about?
I'm not one to buck the system, and you know I like structure, but even by now, we must have some numerical value they want us to work towards. They must know the number they'd like us to bring home.
Everything else is finite.
Roll me a persuasion.
Natural 20.
Get on the blower, you
Fucking get that phone out!
The therapist has snapped. Apparently,
It's on the blower, you
he's actually thrown his glasses into space.
His real
He's
accent.
going to open the airlock and
He's
get
one of those.
through them.
He's one of the. Yeah.
He's just chucking avocados around.
His real accent's coming out.
Okay, so
Some
Expectations the
Dorset.
whole time. He doesn't even need these glasses.
Get on the blower, you
Them.
twat. Get him on it.
okay, so
Get on the pipes to home.
all right. Here's what happens. You guys
Destroy.
You guys stand outside the comms room, and you listen in on the call that Jan makes back home. And you hear a voice, and it's a young voice, a young man. Jan goes, "Hey, Lucas. Look, I know you got a lot going on. You're doing a lot back home to make sure we get back fine and okay. And I really appreciate that. And I'm not trying to bother you guys. They're asking, and it is a fair question. It is a fair question. How much Rapidium is enough Rapidium? What do we need to bring back?" You hear Lucas go, I don't know if that's for me to say. I can't. I don't have that level of authority. And Jan goes, "Well, can I speak to him?" "I don't know, Jan. Let me check." And the call goes silent for a moment. Could you please hand this to Mr. Cockle?
No way.
And a second voice comes back and appears on the comms. And you hear Jan say, "Maxwell?" Pull it out of your shoulders.
Do I help? I don't know what's happening.
No, let him. Let him. This is hard.
It's like watching a snake shed skin.
Yeah. I was thinking more like a butterfly.
A butterfly. It's like watching a butterfly emerge.
My previous comment.
Maxwell?
Jan, we've talked about this.
They're asking important questions.
Ally Corps does not want to put absolute limits on anything. We just want as much as you can possibly
And I
get.
hear that. Really, I do, but they just want to know what's a kind of ballpark estimation of what we should be bringing
You
back.
want ballpark.
Yeah,
450.
450.
450 Rapidium.
That sounds doable. That sounds good. That sounds fine.
Now that's, of course, assuming that you're using some Rapidium to create all these yawns up there. How's that going, by the way?
It's good. It's good. Things are fine. Everyone, the shrink has been a real great addition to the crew.
Yeah, I thought you were mad when you created that one, but it's your world up there, Jan.
Just make sure when we get back, please. I'm doing everything I can up here. Can you just make me some assurances that they will be fine?
I can assure you that every precaution, every consideration will be made for their futures.
Should we hit that amount?
Yes,
Understood.
more than 450.
Understood. All right. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Jan. We have another scheduled call, don't we?
We do?
Well, this has been kind of a surprise one, hasn't it?
Yeah. I'll. Once we cross the river, I'll let you know how much we get, and we'll touch base then.
Okay.
All right. And the call hangs up, and Maxwell as played in the game, The Altars from 11-Bit Studios by Doug Cockle. That is correct. That
Would
is
you like me
not-
to help you put your yarn jacket on, Doug Cockle?
No, he's got it.
That is a true
he'll learn on
authentic.
his own.
That is a true authentic Maxwell performance right there, live in this.
Are we in the
space.
game?
Am I in the game? I don't remember
Now,
being in the
I
game. but
believe
feel
now
like
you
I
have to-
I just know Doug's in the game. Like, are we not in it as well?
Because also I mean, you are acclaimed. I'm acclaimed in a way. We're probably in the game. I would imagine.
I'd love to be in the game if possible.
Can we? Is it
High 11
late?
bit.
High level.
I'd love to be considered
DLC.
for the role of Jan, the
Jan
the
Pensky.
minor.
I'd like to
Jan
be-
Pendolski, the Cockney pen.
I'd like to
Harry
be.
can
I'd like
play-
to be considered for the position of. Let me
Molly
check
the
my
sheep.
notes. Secondary +2 bonus.
All right, so you guys hear that? Jan comes back outside, and he sees you all standing there and says, "Well, I guess you heard.
450.
No, I guess you also heard that I am trying to make sure that when you get home,
You're not
things are
trying
done right."
You are not trying
What is
anything.
our number as things stand?
Right now, we're on 124.
This is mechanically almost impossible. Unless we find extraordinary deposits every day and send everyone out every day, we are not going to make this number.
That's not a very good attitude, man. Look, we've got. I mean, I can do more mining. Right?
Personally, if I'm gonna only live 3 more days, I'd rather get drunk than
Listen,
work all
listen, we
day.
can send more of us out. We can send more of us out.
You know what I think needs to happen? I think you need to get back on the phone to Maxwell, and I think you need to convince him to lower that amount. That is,
I think that's a good idea.
there is a difference between. There is a great philosophical debate to be had about whether or not we are human, but what he is doing there is inhumane.
I can't make a call again today. I can make a call again tomorrow, but roll me a persuasion.
I have a -2. I have a +4.
Yeah,
So
plus
it's a +2. It's a nat 1.
I will think about it, but I've
We-
already made one unscheduled call, and those do not go down well, and I don't think you understand. I think you think when I get back everything's going to be fine, but I'm the one who has broken the laws of nature.
Or we could call Lena, and Lena could convince Maxwell. They know each
You
other,
heard what he
right?
said, right? He's the one that's broken the laws of nature. It works out better for him if we just conveniently.
Disappear.
I have made it very clear to everyone. You were there. You were listening outside. I made it very clear on the calls. I want to get you guys back home safe. You are.
In order to save yourself, and wherever you sit on the pecking order,
No.
we are at least one rung below.
Listen, of course, you will never be able to go back to the life you had. The life you had did not exist. But there is a life for you should you get back. Should we keep them happy? They will look after us.
He said that they would all considerations and
He can't
precautions.
get back without us. He can't
And
get back without us.
you have nothing back home without me. This is not a selfish thing. This is a mutual thing.
Mutually assured destruction.
I minor Jan snaps and pulls out Pendolski
It was between you or him, and
and
I
lunges.
was weighing it up.
Lunges at Jan and holds the pen to his neck.
It's not worth it, man.
I'm going to ask you, in this attempt, I'm going to ask you to make. We'll say flat actually, because you're in such a bad fucking.
Which one? What's it for?
It's. I mean, I'm not going to tell you the DC. I'm going to tell you if you. I'm going to
Okay.
tell you if you.
Flat 18.
What do you
Yeah, you have got the pen. Like, okay, we need to just calm down. There's no point in this. None of you have anything to go back to if I'm not here. And I'm not saying that because I'm like saying I am more important. I'm just saying your life didn't exist. So what is going to happen if I am gone? If I am the one connection that Ally Corp trusts, what do you have back home?
How do they know it's him?
I think that's going to be pretty clear.
I could take the glasses off.
Jan, unless you've
I
got a
could
plan
totally-
of what to do with that pen, I suggest we focus on what we
Listen,
can
we
do
have
to try
already
and
been
survive.
told we have a river of lava that we need to cross, and we have a lot of Rapidium that we need to mine. We have 4 days. We have already, in 2 days, got 124 Rapidium. We have 4 days to try and get close to 450.
And then what happens? You get off this place and we die.
No, we all go back in the rescue mission.
You know that's not true.
If the corporation is satisfied, that is true.
You think the corporation cares about us?
No, I think they care about Rapidium. And I think the only way that we're ever going to get anyone back safe at all is by getting more of it. That's it.
He's right, man.
I think he might be.
I have an idea. It'll take me until this evening to make it. So if you guys want to go out and mine without me, when you come back in this evening, I should have a little something that'll make mining a bit easier for you.
That's the thing to do.
But it means no infirmary.
Again?
I would say maybe you should need to focus on food.
Oh man, do you know what? I have this idea for a sourdough starter.
It takes 7 days.
Even with Rapidium, it takes 4.
And then also, once he makes the pizza dough, he does a 72-hour cold proof.
Okay, so
Could I just say, as we go to leave, I'd like to just sidle up to original and say, I really appreciate you saying I was an asset to the mission.
look, I mean it, okay? I'm trying to do best by everyone. So as much as anyone might think that I have some agenda here, I'm genuinely trying to do the best by everyone.
I don't think you've got an agenda. I don't think
I'm
you've
not
got a clue.
Okay, cool.
I have a question about our personal objectives. Is there any bonus for achieving those? To mood or anything?
I will say that you'll get a +2 to mood if your personal.
If you've achieved one of your personal objectives.
So yeah.
Smiley
So
boy.
greenhouse got made. So
Yep. That's a good question, actually. I'm glad you asked that, and we'll do that on the fly. Okay, so are we saying that the shrink, the technician, and the
At this point, I need to try and get 2 full therapy sessions, but it can't get any worse for me. I can just push myself until I die, really, because
You're gonna get some food, right? So
I'm gonna get some food. Maybe we can convince Jan to build a dormitory. Other than that, I think given how much we need to mine, my personal options are extremely limited at this point. So I'm just gonna, I'll make little radio calls to you while we're mining together if I'm able to do
Yep,
that.
I would
But
say
I
that,
think
yeah.
me doing therapy is probably out the question.
What if you rested this afternoon, though, and then came out with me in the evening?
Yeah. What would a rest do for my?
you would have to, if you want to do the mining tool upgrades.
Yes,
Is that-
in the afternoon, yeah. And then
Yeah.
in the evening.
It's the mining tool upgrade is going to take an afternoon and an evening.
Ah.
It's going to be a long one because whereas there is already an existing plan that you kind of have to then bring together for these, you have come up with the idea of how you might be able to improve this equipment.
You mean Miss Nat 20 equipment?
That's why you got the idea for the upgrade.
Yeah.
Still gotta make that bridge too, but I mean,
Yeah, we're all right on the bridge, I think.
famous last words.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do the mining upgrade equipment because I think that's what we need.
Okay, so
It's
you're going to
2 extra. If I do it, it's 2 extra D6 to all of your rolls.
Yeah.
So cumulatively, that's quite a lot.
Yeah.
What would happen to my mood if I rested at all? Nothing, right? I just don't take any further penalties from exhaustion. It doesn't
Yeah.
improve. Okay, I might as well just come with you then because it can't get worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to block in now that the scientist is going to do back-to-back on the mining equipment upgrade. Okay.
But I don't take a penalty for that, do I? Because I rested yesterday evening, so I didn't do
Yeah, no penalty.
okay, fine.
No penalty. I mean, we are very lucky that today you are sending 3 people out. Today is a low radiation day.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay, so can I please get from each of you a D20 roll, please, to see what you're mining?
Do I roll anything for my upgrade equipment?
I have a -6 to this. -4 from mining, -2 from mood, but it's still gonna at least contribute something. And that one, 2 in a row. So I
Your
rolled a
equipment
minus.
breaks.
I rolled a -5.
Your equipment breaks.
Okay, that's okay. I'm not that useful as an asset anyway, so
Okay, so what did you roll?
3.
A 3. Okay.
There's no
no,
medium.
You have a plus though, right?
No, I don't. Not to mining.
Oh, does mood not give you a +2?
Oh, plus 2
right,
mood, yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
so
but
5.
it's still the same.
It's still the same. It's still
Yeah.
4d6.
Yeah.
Wouldn't worry yet.
Oh my god, no. Wait, hold on. Okay, let me just. I've got a spreadsheet here.
break.
Oh,
Sorry.
I can do my little. I could have boosted something.
Okay, yeah. So, okay, go on.
What are you researching right now?
An upgrade to the equipment so you get extra 2d6 no matter
so
what
I'm
you
gonna. I think this is absolutely it. He rolled a nat 1.
Okay, so
Doesn't
I mean,
break
you're
it.
gonna
No, it doesn't.
you're gonna roll a 4d6.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable. This is genuinely unbelievable. I did many practice accumulative rolls. This is insane. This is genuinely insane. Okay, so technician, what do you get?
16.
16.
Oh,
I mean,
didn't get
you
anything.
broke.
I don't get
You
anything.
broke.
Yeah, I rolled, but I don't get anything.
Oh.
Not bad. I mean, it's 19.
Okay.
35.
Yeah, I mean, it's not grand. What I will say is you, of course, will be able to surge and mine again this afternoon with no penalties to your mood. You could continue to mine this afternoon as well, but you will suffer a penalty to your tiredness tomorrow. And I mean, what does it look like when your machine breaks?
I think I'm just not physically strong enough to hold it. Like, I'm a soft hands guy. Like,
Yep.
I've not done a day of, I don't even know how long I've really been alive, but certainly in the limited time I've been alive, I haven't done a day of physical labor ever. And nothing has prepared me. I think the fact that I didn't make a radio call to anyone is I'm so, like, stuck in my own head that when I then, I haven't asked what to expect. I haven't got any sense of how this is going to go. The thing just slams out of my hands and smashes.
Can you roll me a luck check?
And then that's a 4. With a -2, if you want, do I apply the -2 to a luck check?
No, I'm going to say luck is flat. Luck is flat. Yeah, you take 3 points of damage. Cool. Okay, so that is the afternoon of the technician, of the miner, and
Can I make a radio call
yeah, you can.
to the scientist and say, I just smashed another set of mining equipment. I'm not built for this. You are literally the only fucking hope we have of getting off.
Well, I hope you know I actually can't fix your mining equipment. That
No,
was
I
the-
recognise that. I'm just
Okay.
letting you know the situation as it stands. And our miner friend didn't do an awful lot better. Thank God for Technician Yanni.
Well, the numbers don't look good, but they're not impossible. This calculations still work out as long as we can have a better day tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean,
Then we have a chance, but
without you, we're toast.
I've still got to build a bridge, but it doesn't matter if I can't get the Rapidium either way.
Can I point out what I am trying to
Yeah,
do?
you're
is
trying to
is trying
give a
to
little
make
pep
myself
talk.
look as pathetic as possible
Okay,
to
cool.
make
Yeah.
him feel as
Okay, great. That's
as useful and competent as possible. So I'm really leaning into my own fallibility.
Yep, like it.
Yep, and I love that. So good. If anything, it makes me feel far more determined because I'm like, look, the numbers say it can be done.
Okay.
So that's where we're going
I'm
with
going to
it.
give you so your mood increases by 1.
Yay!
So, with all of this going on outside, terrible mining equipment breaking, we cut inside to the botanist with some music playing,
Yeah,
just
country
getting to
music,
work farming.
Are you familiar with the YouTube guy,
Delicate
old
slice
school Kev? Oh my god, it's this guy. And he just makes all his little videos, and at the end he goes, "Guys, what a treat." That's what I have in my head.
Okay, so you're getting to work. Obviously, Rapidium. We, for the sake of this tabletop game right now, we are making Rapidium even more rapid in its growth of food. I would like for you, please, to roll me a d20 to see how much food you manage to successfully.
Do I add my moods to mood?
Yes.
He doesn't add botany
15.
or anything to it, does he?
15.
Oh yeah. Botany.
Does he add
Yeah, you
That's
get your
plus
yeah.
5. Oh, so that's 19.
Great. Botany plus 5.
Botany's +4.
No,
He's
it's
Only
+1.
every plus one.
Oh, you're only plus 1. Sorry, I thought you were
Yeah.
plus 2.
All modifiers
So
together.
that's 19. So can you please roll me 10 d4?
Whoa.
D4
Oh
is
my
Billy.
god, I've only got 1 d4.
Oh, I've
I've got
so
2 here.
many. 1, 2.
It's 3.
Three.
Got 3.
I've got
4 here.
I've got another 5 to give you there. Oh.
How many, 10?
You can have some of Wilson's.
Yeah,
4.
I know.
Let's do 3 of Wilson's and 3 of mine.
So many pretty colours.
Shall we do it in the moon tray again?
Yeah, moon tray was cute.
Put it in the moon tray.
Put it in the moon tray. On content moon tray.
It is.
Come on, Peter.
Oh, we wait for our.
Our mini camera's called Peter, by the way.
Peter!
Peter!
You're playing.
Look at me.
I also realised
it.
there's no camera that shows
Peter.
like Peter is like rigged in the ceiling.
Peter can literally.
Like-
So what we're seeing right now is a little camera that is just sort of moving and angling itself perfectly.
It's so cool. Shout
Okay.
out double jump as ever.
Roll dem d4, baby.
Oh, Peter. It is you.
Oh shit.
Doug managed
God.
to miss the tray from right above it. Okay, what are we looking at?
It is quite hard to count, I think.
4, 6. Oops, that was a 3. 9, 11, 14, 15, 18,
Yeah.
Yep.
19,
Yeah.
20,
Yeah.
Oh.
22.
Cute.
22. Amazing. So
avocado.
here's how the food is going to work. If
So much antioxidants.
If you guys eat one meal a day, then I'm going to give you. I was going to say, because you've been suffering so negatively with the food and everything is going wrong, what I'm going to say is, if you eat one meal a day, your mood will improve by 1. If you eat 2 meals a day, your mood will improve by 2.
What if you eat 3? Get bloated.
You will.
You win. You win.
Suffer constipation.
IBS for everybody.
IBS.
That's a good amount of food. Okay, so we head into the evening. We are obviously facing a pretty heavy challenge against us, pretty big challenge up against us. What would we like to do for the evening? How are we going to
roll anything
spend?
for mining equipment?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Like you
The
spend this
penalty
time.
is taking the whole day to do it. Right?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
taking the whole damn day. What is it like up in the workshop right now?
It is warm up here.
Okay.
Like, I have not stopped working. I have eaten now in 3 days.
You have a greenhouse above you.
I have a greenhouse. I can hear the music. It's coming through the vents. It's infuriating.
Somehow, and you're not sure how, you think you keep hearing the faint sound of. And you're going, that physically should not
Like,
be possible.
And then-
scientifically, there's no way he's got it.
And then you hear. And you're like, oh no.
And then I go, but I did find that sheep.
Yeah.
Maybe he does have pigs.
Okay, so
and
you
then
are-
I'm getting distracted, and I'm trying to focus.
You are busy at work. You are busy at work. So, where do we find the technician, the miner, and the shrink? Considering they all 3 of them mined earlier on. What is their
Well,
plan of action?
There's
for the rest
nothing
of
for me to build right now, right? Like
You
there's
could
nothing to research.
technically-
I
you
could
could technically
fix
fix
it.
mining equipment.
Fix the mining equipment of.
Do we think that's useful? I mean, also,
Yeah.
we're not allowed. We can't. I can't take the botanist's mining equipment.
Here's what
right?
I will say. I will allow tomorrow morning, if you wanted to spend your morning repairing that equipment, you will add nothing to the perception check for the day.
That's fine. 'Cause I've
That's
been
a
rolling
cool
shit anyway.
trade.
DM is like, please stop the fighting with me. If I remove it,
Okay, cool. I think, despite not really being a big beer guy, I think I'm not caning it, but like
Having a beer.
I'm having a beer.
Having a beer. He needs a beer.
You are going to. Did you have a double because you had worked hard, right?
No, I am.
You had an extra penalty because you had worked.
No, I haven't done anything beyond what I was able to do.
Okay, cool.
I'm not going to. I might do a therapy. If I do a therapy, then I'm going to take another penalty, right?
Oh no, to be fair, you took some downtime yesterday,
Yeah.
but
So-
you will take a penalty tomorrow.
Well, I can't get worse, so maybe I should just push through. A meal should help,
Yes.
and then I would just be back where I started. I'm going to talk to the miner.
Yeah.
You want to, as in, this
I'd
is
like
going
to
to be
try and have a therapy session.
therapy session,
with
so the miner will not be able to go out and mine again later on.
Oh, okay. What do you?
Shouldn't. He's
What
at
do
like
you-
a -4.
What do
He's
you
going
want?
straight back out. Yeah.
He's
So you can
dude.
try and stop him, but like,
Yeah.
Do you want to
gotta
do that?
eat
Do you want to try and
first.
stop me from going out?
You know what?
Hand him a beer.
You know what? Can I? If I can't stop him, can I go and mine with him?
What I will say actually is, that is a very good point. The botanist has been doing this food. I will say that you can provide a meal to improve mood by 1 to anyone who eats. Now, what I will ask is that you roll me a d20. This is purely for flavor, as to how good this meal
As to what the flavour is.
literally.
This
As
is
to
an
how
actual
good this
flavour
meal
roll.
is.
No one's going to be surprised that I don't like spicy food.
Okay. It's a 7.
Okay, it's passable food. It's
Food.
food.
It's oatmeal.
It's the first. It's the, we
It's
want
the
we want
very
those
first.
bits
You are breaching. Breaching your turf. You are.
Working with what you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than nothing, given what we've had. I think it probably feels fucking amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Relative
I'd say
to-
food is food. Like in this
relative to
moment,
no
food is food. You
If
will all
anything,
get-
he's made it a bit too rich.
There's that IBS again.
Has anyone
Stomach itself.
already made their change to their mood?
I would like to eat.
Oh,
already
can I?
We're allowed to.
Am I, can I
all
eat
of
and
us.
work?
Positive,
Amazing.
a positive 1. Yeah, you take time. What does it look like when you eat while researching?
It's everywhere, quite frankly. The keyboard is a mess. And I have to give this back to IT when we make it to Earth. They're going to be so mad. It's covered in crumbs.
Perfect.
Are we talking about what we're doing in the evening?
Yes.
I'm like doing a Bob Dylan with a sandwich that's not very good. It's too salty, but it's like I've rigged up some little things so I can do this and I can play Mario Kart while I'm nibbling on my sandwich.
Okay.
Could you not?
So you're going to take some downtime?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to see if I can. Yeah, I'd like to see if I can convince the miner to take a break. If I can't convince the miner to take a break, can I just go and in solidarity mine with him? Or no, actually, my equipment's broken.
Your equipment's broken.
You can join me.
You can. I will say that you can join, and while you don't have the botanist's D6, you will provide a D4.
Great. Great. In that case, I'm just going to try.
You just want to go out and try and help?
I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to try and be useful in other ways.
Okay. So you guys head out, and as you're walking over, you have a little conversation.
What do you want?
I just wanted to. If I'm going to do this more, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And you're on a bad run, but the way you get yourself out of a rut is you pull your socks up and you go again. And I think even if you now do something incredible, I learn how to do it. If you now do something terrible, I get to learn what mistakes you made.
What does it even matter?
Well, it's our only chance of getting home.
We're not getting home.
I know. But I'd rather not wait around. I don't want to sit in the quiet of it, you know. And I don't get out here very much. What does it look like out on the surface?
So it seems like the most beautiful, desolate place you've ever seen. If you imagine the Giant's Causeway, in many different directions, cliff faces that are essentially the Giant's Causeway. Rain beats down, but the rain on this planet almost, if you were just to kind of look at it as a body of water at a glance, you might think it has a kind of Mercury kind of aesthetic to it. The sky is a sort of deep red, orange, beautiful colors. Like visually, it is stunning in how barren it is. Imagine Iceland dialed up to 1,000.
And has anyone else ever been here apart from us?
No.
Okay, so I think I'd like to say, I remember, or maybe I don't. People used to say, what's your bucket list? Where do you want to go? And people might think mountains and glaciers and rainforests and the steppes. And I couldn't have imagined anything like this, you know? And And despite what we are or what we aren't, we are here. And we're about the only people in all of existence that can ever have said that. And I suppose that's something, however long it lasts.
I suppose it is.
Go on.
It's DM's discretion.
Yep.
Can you set me a check that I can roll to see that maybe if I hit it, that I can somehow finish this equipment a little bit sooner and just literally pass it to them as they're going through the airlock?
You know what? I will say, given how dire your circumstances,
It's always worrying when they start. When they start.
you know what? I'm going to
Please roll high for once.
Yeah, please. Can you?
For one time.
Okay. Oh no, never mind. That's a nat one.
Okay.
So nothing changes.
Your research is actually set back.
By 4 days.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You get trapped in the airlock.
you arrive at the Rapidium, and you will get the advantage of a D1D4.
Great. Did
from
that
the
count
string.
as a radio check? Or not?
I'm also going to count it as a radio check. So
Great,
you
so
can improve your
1d4
mood
plus
by
1.
1.
Oh, sorry. You improve your mood by 1, and then I can add I can add a D4 to your roll.
So that is flat. So, if you could please roll a D20 to mine. Oh my God.
It's great news.
Oh, add a D4.
And add a Z4.
Yep.
Yeah. He missed the tray.
It's okay, Scoopy.
It's those D4s, man.
So with the D4, that is plus. That is 20 with a D4.
That's 20.
Then I have a plus 4 to my bonus anyway.
So it's 24.
24.
Yeah, great. Okay, so you rolled 12d6.
Oh my God. Do you want some of mine?
is-
I
this
feel
is-
like,
I've got 'em
I
all,
feel like
actually.
I've
Oh, yeah, no,
actually,
you've actually got
I feel like
enough
I've
D6s.
actually contributed something. Oh, it was a wild move.
So
How
At
did
which
you?
Also-
point
Did you think
realise
that was
you
going to go
made a
well?
mistake?
I didn't think
Was
they
it
were
as soon
gonna
as it left your hand?
I'm going to go and get one.
You
off
did
the
not
floor.
Go in
think.
the one direction.
Oh yeah,
You
because
didn't-
because Milton Boy might eat them.
Oh yeah, no one
Yeah,
might do
there's
that.
one on the
My
floor.
dog. What will become of my dog?
Me on D-Day.
I also have loads of D6s because I have
Fireball.
Fireball. Bum, 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 bum,
Thank you,
bum.
Harry.
That's all you, Harry, to be honest. That's why. 2.
To be honest, Alex just enjoyed watching you crawl around on the floor.
Yeah,
Did you notice how I didn't speak until I was back on mic?
very good. Very good.
You are a professional.
Okay, here we go. This is 12d6
Big rolls.
equals
Big fun.
big fun.
Fun.
Big rolls, big fun. Okay, just me.
Big.
Thank you, Wilson.
See how I had your back there? Remember
Yeah, no,
that?
I genuinely do appreciate it. It was I
You'll
think
ruin that in WhatsApp in
yeah.
about
that
20
was
minutes time.
that was actually quite a devastating moment.
No, you'll say something
Rolls, big fun. Big
pretty innocent.
rolls, big fun.
He'll go for the
Big
kill.
rolls, big fun.
Mass rocks. Do the adding.
You need a Harry to help you.
45.
That's
45.
decent.
Yeah, we take
And,
it. We take it.
Takes your daily total to 64.
And can I just, as I watch him do this, go, like, put my hand on his shoulder and sort of, as all this kind of extraordinary, unique mineral is being mined from the earth thanks to his skill, I'd like to just direct his attention up towards, like, the color and the sky and the rain and just say, no one but us.
Yeah. We were put on this place to do something. And my thing is this. That's my purpose.
I see that.
And I still don't feel like I'm useful. I'm not in a good place. And I'm probably about to do something very stupid. And when I do, you don't need to stop me.
I don't think I say anything. I think probably for the first time I just actually listen.
Okay. And that is where we'll take a break.
Oh, sick. This is fucking fun.
So fucked.
I know our odds. Maybe it's time to consider the easy way out.
Give me all your love now. 'Cause for all we know, we might be dead by tomorrow. I can't go on wasting my time, adding scars to my heart. 'Cause all I hear is I'm not ready now.
You were always one of us. From day one. What if deciding, making choices was never anything more than just an illusion?
What's in your heart? But if you're not ready for
You're still making it about yourself. Just look at us.
Have you been ready?
I just wanted to find a way out.
'Cause soon enough we'll die. 'Cause soon enough we'll die. 'Cause soon enough we'll die.
And we're back. We are back, and we are picking back up the night before because I did forget that the technician was out and about mining Rapidium as well.
Alex,
And
never
I basically-
apologise, never
Do you know what?
explain.
And I don't even care. I don't even give a poo. Okay, so
Aggressive after the
yeah,
Wow.
we're out with the technician now. I mean, we have. The miner and the shrink are off having a lovely little chat as the shrink attempts to offer some help to the miner in his mining endeavors. Let's find out how it goes for you. Please roll me a d20.
Good stuff. It's
an 8.
It's good stuff.
It's an 8. Okay, so 6d6, please.
It's all right, isn't
You have a
it?
+2 to all your rolls, though, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So that becomes
so
a
it's
10. Does that change anything?
Oh, yeah, no, 6.
Close though.
Fuck! What would you like from me?
May I have to? Yeah.
Big rolls
equals big fun.
Big
Is it big
rolls,
numbers?
big fun.
Big numbers,
big
big fun.
rolls, big fun.
You know, nuts.
Aggressive!
She's not been able to contain the fun.
Good though. This is good.
Oh, the fun's everywhere.
Oh, there's fun all over the
there's
dice
fun in
tray.
my head.
Don't shame my fun. Don't shame my
Wilson,
fun.
you fummed all over the table.
Yeah, I did, and you all fucking loved it.
Fun shouldn't smell like
24.
Fun shouldn't smell. Fun shouldn't be that colour.
Have you been eating pineapple again?
Then it would smell nice.
What colour do you think your fun would be?
Oh my god. Okay, anyway, so here we are. That takes
No,
your
I
total.
want to answer the question. No, I don't. I don't.
Not in SponCon, you don't.
That takes your
putting the spawn.
Okay, so that takes your daily total today. Funny enough, weirdly, to the highest you've had so far. That's 104.
I thought you meant cumulatively.
You'd hope that cumulatively it would be.
You have more revenue today than you did yesterday, which is wild.
So that is
might not be.
every day. Every day you have improved. The first day was 23. Yesterday was 101. Today is 104.
Oh, well
done. 228.
It could be done.
We are just over
doable.
half. We're just over
It's
half.
doable.
yeah.
Doable.
You can do
Do you
this.
think-
I
What
believe
could
in you.
possibly go
To
wrong?
the people at home, like obviously, narratively, you know, you're going to get a lovely ending, but I would like to do it. As Ben, I would like to do it.
There's pen and a mustache.
You'd like to give
Almost
everyone at home an ending has been in a mustache.
Guys, we've had a break and it's dangerous.
It's dangerous, it's lethal.
It's because, you know what it is? It's like the second act of a play, right? When everyone's sitting there being like, okay, I'm watching the play, and then they come back, they go to the bar and go to each other, you having a good time? And everyone goes, I'm having a really good time. And they come back and decide to have a really good time.
And then it's hard to see how many drinks you can get from the bar in that 15 minutes.
Right.
So, you ate 2 meals yesterday.
Yeah, so
you should be at a neutral.
I was at -1.
And you ate another
and
meal,
I ate
gives you a
another
plus
meal,
one,
which
so
gives
you're
me a
at-
0. Oh yeah, of course. I'm so used to dropping. I'm so used to dropping every night because we haven't eaten that I forgot that you could have just eaten.
Yeah. Okay. Right, day 4 rolls around, quite literally. The base keeps rolling on across the surface of the planet, and we arrive in the next area where we're going to be seeing how much Rapidium we can gather. Everyone but the technician, please roll me a perception check, because the technician is going to be spending their morning fixing the shrink's equipment. I will say we have 2 people most happy, 1 person happy, 2 people neutral. We're not too far off, if possible, getting everyone to max happiness, which would then make you also max happiness.
Max happiness. That was mine, which is my adult
Do I
name.
get a +1 as well?
If you ate last night, yeah.
You did.
Yeah, you ate last night, so yeah.
I said adult film because it's.
So you're a +1.
I didn't say
Great. Well, we are really close then to
Yeah.
getting we've got a +1, +1, +1. Everyone others
I have a
+2.
+2.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Unless something crazy happens, we could in theory.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Despite, I am not a perceptive boy. That's a 5 from me.
Okay, let me just 1 second. All right.
That's
so
still the highest
it
I've
is
ever rolled on these.
A 5 from the
4 days,
shrink.
the
Can I
highest
please get the
ever.
botanist?
6.
My goodness, guys.
No.
Scientist?
If you add all my stuff to it, 17.
17. Wonderful. And minor?
So 17, but circumstantially, I don't know whether this would be relevant to me right now, in the morning.
So we had a conversation outside about the way in which we would like to go from here with Ben. Ben and I had a chat in the break.
Well, wait. Secret whispery corridors?
This is a very good point. I will say that you are not part of this role.
Great.
Oh, God.
So, the morning awakes and everyone else is looking and doing their scouting mission. The technician is in the workshop repairing the shrink's equipment, and Jan walks into the machinery module
And dies.
and can you please tell us what he finds?
He finds the miner semi-conscious, with blood going up to maybe his elbow there. Actually, no, all the way off. Let's just say it all came all the way off. And just blood. And you can see that throughout the night, through gritted teeth, the miner has basically attempted to hack off his own arm.
You're such an edgelord.
Jan walks in and is like, "What have you done?"
You made me like this.
I made you like what? Jan calls for help.
Oh.
And everyone, this is audible to everyone.
I'm making it right. I'm making it right.
Jan, he takes off his jacket and he binds and he tourniquets and he binds around the wound.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
We need to do something.
Oh my god.
I guess science is as close as you've got to medicine, right? Anything I can-
Why have you done this?
His arm was hurting him.
What do you mean?
You want to tell him?
You brought me back, but you made me more than I was.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
This is not my arm.
Well, none of you is really you. What?
Oh, I see you said it.
Well, I don't understand. Like,
I'm not
it's
really
not
real.
your arm.
He didn't have that arm. You gave him something that isn't his.
The opposite of phantom limb syndrome.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, I wasn't much use to any of you anyway, so...
You were the person who got the most Rapidium. You've done the most.
No.
When it comes to getting Rapidium, you have done more than anyone else.
I'm useless to you.
Whatever you were before, this version of you, as broken as it seems, you're whole again.
Yeah.
It's a new start. This is the first time you've been yourself since you got here.
This is ridiculous. We need Rapidium.
He's
You've
done
taken
it
off
now.
your arm.
He's done it now. The circumstances have changed.
Well, we need to do something about it now.
Dude, do you want me to grow some aloe vera or something?
It's not a bad idea. Growing. I can... It's going to take a while, but I can grow your arm back.
I don't want my arm. What part of... I do not want another arm.
It's not about you. We need that arm. We need you at full capacity if we're going to get enough Rapidium to get out of here.
So, what if the arm that you had hurt because it wasn't yours? You were made with something that didn't belong to you. What if this new arm that you grew was yours? No pain,
Then you can chop that one off as well if you want to.
You can chop it off after we get the Rapidium.
In for a penny.
I'm sorry. I've let you all down. But I'm not going to get stuck in this slump forever. We've got 3 days before we get to whatever it is that we're getting to, and if you think you can grow your back an arm...
Going to hurt.
Couldn't possibly hurt any less than that. Any more than that.
I'm going to say mechanically, for this serum, to grow back this arm is going to require Rapidium.
Okay.
As a result, I'm going to say you currently have 228. You're trying to hit 450 as a kind of nice goal. It's going to cost you 10 Rapidium.
Fine.
To do this.
We can hand wave it. Forgive the expression.
So the choices here would be you either want to make a prosthetic arm, which will give the miner back his +4 and will cost you no Rapidium, or make the serum, take 10 Rapidium, but will give the miner, because it will feel like his own new arm and he'll be riding the high of that, will give the miner a +6 from now on when he mines.
+6 to the D20 roll?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Do they take the same amount of time?
Yeah.
Takes the same amount of time, but one just doesn't cost any Rapidium.
I think the a +6 relates to could be however many D6 that we'd gain from it. We'll make that back in the first time he mines.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Would be my thought.
Plus, you've got the upgraded equipment now.
Totally. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I say we do it.
I think we might. Yeah.
Do you want to feel better or not? Do you want to get as much Rapidium as possible or not?
You said I'm not real anyway, so what does it matter?
I didn't say you're not real.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I said that your arm wouldn't feel real, that it wasn't yours because, of course, your memories, they're yours, but you feel like you've been put in a body that's not yours.
Fine.
This is it.
But I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for them.
Okay.
Sorry, it's really hard to take you seriously.
With a mustache and a little tie up.
Again, as we start to sort of drift away from the miner, I'd just like to say,
keep eye contact.
the shrink would like to go up to him and say, when you said you were going to do something, I thought you meant maybe like a poem or a poo. I didn't think you were gonna. I'll level with you. I didn't think you were gonna cut your fucking arm off.
What have you done to your mustache? You've got one side.
Oh my god!
Like I said,
cut half the mustache off. Cut half the mustache off. It's a phantom tash.
Like I don't have another arm to fix it. Like I said, I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for them.
That's good. I want you to do it for them.
No, you want them to do it for you, but
I want you to do it for everyone.
Agree, disagree.
I want you to.
You know what? I want your arm back so that we've got a chance to get Rapidium. So I'll have lunch in my research lab. You're coming with me, and if you guys want to go out, you can take the new mining equipment with you at the very least.
Well, I was going to be fixing that.
I'm going to say you're fixing
in the morning, yeah, but still in the afternoon.
Yeah. I'll go it again.
Sorry?
I'll go it again in the afternoon.
Yeah, so this is the morning. This isn't taking up your afternoon or evening.
How long will this lovely growing of mine?
Okay, so what I'm going to say is, so it will take...
3 plus 7.
10.
Sorry, yeah.
3 plus... Oh,
6. 6.
3 plus 6.
Plus 6?
Yeah.
9.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's fixed. It's nothing special. I mean, it's maybe it's middling. If it was anything lower than that, I probably would have done something mechanically to...
Yeah.
But yeah.
Then it breaks on a 2 as
exactly.
well as a 1, yeah.
So it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. So here's how the serum is going to work. It's going to take you half a day to research it and 10 Rapidium. And then it's going to take half a day to grow it, but you are going to be unable to do anything. You can go out, if you want to go out and mine, you will be mining rolling flat.
I want to go
You
out.
are proficient enough with the equipment that even with one arm, you can still handle it. You'll be rolling flat. But then you will have to take downtime this afternoon to
This
get
evening.
back. Sorry, this evening. Thank you.
So
This evening to
afternoon,
get-
Miner and me and the technician can all go out.
Yep.
In theory,
the botanist, if he wants to come out as well. You currently have, I'll tell you, 10 food prepped. Each of you could, in theory, you have 12 food prepped. Each of you, in theory, could just have one meal and still have one meal again tomorrow. And you would just keep your mood, I'm going to say, from now, because you're fed, I'll say it will keep your mood flat.
Yeah.
That first meal, those first meals really satiated you. Now, if you need to have one meal to stay flat, 1 mil to boost yourself by 1.
So I could,
2
I
boost
could
yourself.
potentially have 2 and boost myself up to a plus.
Yeah.
Maybe. But we
Yeah.
can think about that later.
Okay. So, botanist, what is your plan for the afternoon? Are you going to be getting food? Are you going to join out on the mining mission?
I'm going mining.
You're going mining. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So is everyone bar the scientist going mining?
If I mine, can I do therapy as well?
I will say that you can do one.
I'll
You can do as in later on.
Yeah.
You can.
Does that exhaust me?
That will exhaust you for tomorrow.
We're all pretty good on how I can. What are you at? 1.
+1.
Plus 1.
+1.
Plus 1. Okay, I tell you what. I'm going to mine, and I'm going to attempt today to do a +1 to you and a +1 to you to get you to 2, which will take me to 2 as well. So then I'll rest in the evening if I can.
So, the role of the random encounter today is that there is an anomaly outside. It will take one of you using the Luminator to clear the anomaly before mining.
What role is
What
that?
I will say is, once you've done the Luminator, you won't be able to mine after as well.
What stat does that use?
The Luminator is just it's going to be flat. It's literally going to be flat, and I'm going to roll.
It's not like a technique or anything.
It was my
yeah.
was my role was to go out and check out.
As in, but anyone can do it in the same way. But the technician is someone who has more experience because they help craft it and create it.
Great.
Seems like your field.
Yeah. Oh, better go earn my keep, I guess.
Okay, I'm going to roll. Great. I'm going to say, with your natural strength, you can get a +2. So if you just roll for me.
Do you
Can I roll
want to get it
again?
in
Jumped
there?
out.
Do it again.
Wow.
That's 11 plus a 2, 13.
Yeah,
and
you
said-
beat. Great. So here's what happens. You grab the Luminator, you head down into, you head into the elevator, you head down onto the surface of the planet. As you step outside, you see it in front of you. It's kind of like, it's a dense orb of gravity. Light is bending around it. It's wobbling, it's waving, it's kind of moving in a sort of a slightly irregular pattern. And what you do is you grab this Luminator and you shine it upon it. And it begins to break it down. And as it starts to break down, it starts to lessen and lessen. And then it starts to jerk around. You're following it. You're trying to keep a track on this thing. It's hard because it's got its own gravitational pull, but you're attempting to kind of pull it almost into submission. And you break it down and you break it down, and your muscles, it's a lot of shoulder going on because you are holding up the equipment as well as fighting against this thing. And yeah, you successfully break it down, but you are going to have to head back into the base now and take a moment and take a rest. So unfortunately, you won't be able to mine.
I'm gonna radio the other guys. It's clear.
Great.
So the others of you...
On the way down, I'd like to try and boost the miner's mood with a radio.
Yeah, by all means.
I meant what I said. This version of you now. This is the chance. No hiding. No insecurity. This is the version of you that was meant to be. And what you build from now, you build for yourself. You build for us. We need you. We have done for a long time. And as strange as it is, you've given yourself the best chance to be of the most use and the most value.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll do what I can, and even at the end, if we don't make it out of this, just want you to know, I don't really think you're a dick.
You hear like a voice quaver over the radio slightly. What makes you say that?
You know, it's just like people say about you, you're a bit of a dick, and I just don't think you are.
Yeah. It's a good, it's a good breakthrough.
+1 to your mood. Okay, so out mining right now, we have the Shrink, the Botanist, and the Miner. Could you all please roll me a luck check?
Just roll well for once in your goddamn life.
Luck checks, we've always been bad at.
So bad.
Or like
The worst.
And you
luck
don't
checks.
add anything to a luck check. You don't add your mood. You just take the number on the die. 11.
18.
17.
Great. You all find Rapidium mines in a solid, easy, not solid, why am I saying solid? In a good distance away.
Yep.
It's just solid, that was very British of me. Yeah, solid.
A solid
real
distance.
solid, okay, yeah, so you don't have to worry about any radiation today. You do
roll for everything.
if you could please roll me to see, you're rolling flat right now because you are -1 arm.
But I have a +2 to...
But you're +2 to your move, yeah.
Yep.
Before I roll, I just want to say, like the botanist, he's like, dude, watch this!
Oh, no.
I rolled a 12, which becomes an 8.
A 12 becomes an 8, so please, 66.
12.
For you, 8d6.
I rolled a 14 that becomes a 16, so that's 10.
10d6.
Oh yeah,
Perfect.
inch away.
Come on.
Big numbers,
Hey,
big fun.
Big numbers, big fun.
Big numbers, big fun.
Big numbers, big fun.
Big numbers, big fun.
Okay, we will start.
Roll. I thought you had, have you not rolled yet?
Yeah, he's having difficulty.
We will start with the Shrink.
26.
Ooh,
26. I didn't roll lower than a 3 on all those d6.
it's good.
Yeah.
The Botanist.
27.
Ooh.
One-upmanship.
Yeah, but he had two. He had two more to roll than me, the fucker.
Thank you, sir.
40.
Oh!
This is good, guys. This is good.
In progress.
Yeah. And it looks like we might have made it.
Okay, that is a very successful mining mission. Can we please check back in with the scientists and see, like, how's it all going up there with the research?
This is really creepy stuff, right? Like, I'm there's now essentially that pig, that sheep.
Oh, no.
It's got an extra arm. You've got to test this stuff. Like, this is weird science stuff
Can
happening right now.
I try and make my last radio call? We've just got this Rapidium, and I call through and I say, that went better than we could have expected back here. We're bringing back a decent amount. And I'm sorry for losing confidence a bit back there. You were right about the numbers.
I was right about the numbers, of course I was, but I wouldn't worry about losing your confidence. At least you didn't lose an arm.
Yeah, that's something, although he did pretty great out there, despite everything. But yeah, I think we might actually be able to do this.
I think, don't want to say how amazing I am, but it's pretty impressive.
Would
I can
you
grow arms?
Yeah. Would you like me to say it for you?
Yes, please.
You're amazing.
I know.
+1. For anyone who might be confused, sorry?
Which means
you have got everyone, so you are now perpetually... Everyone is super happy. Now, for anyone at home confused why the man with one arm is very happy, I will say, as someone who has worked very extensively and closely on the...
As someone who has lost an arm.
Very extensively and closely on the video game, this makes sense. You have been suffering with this pain for a long time, and there is a sense of extreme relief
100%.
that comes with the fact that you no longer have this pain anymore. It's like a very extreme version of, I don't know if anyone else here has had appendicitis. The extreme pain when you go in and then you come out and you know something's missing, but you're like, I feel great because I no longer have the pain.
I was once taken to hospital for appendicitis, and it
No
turned out
doubt.
I had trapped wind.
Oh,
Worst
no.
moment of my
I
entire
will
life.
say.
Weirdly, that was the BTS episode that went up last week, was you guys talking about all that.
Oh.
You talked about your appendicitis on it.
Do I?
Yeah.
That's a long time
Really
ago.
long.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and
And I will say, like, that was a moment I really knew I'd made the right decision proposing to Sarah when we were in the waiting room and she was lying on this, like, hard chair for ages. And she just turns to me and goes, if we're here because you've got constipation, I'm going to fucking kill you. I was like, that is absolutely fair.
And he's lived with the lie that it was his appendicitis.
And I said to him before I went in,
They said it was
take it
long.
out.
Yeah,
You tell her
it's
it's
a long
long.
one, actually.
Okay, great. I mean, we've done well here. This is
How
good.
many Rapidiums do we have?
So,
Technical term.
How many Rapidiums? We are currently now
many
at
pigeons?
321.
Whoa!
You can do this.
We gotta get that bridge.
Day
where we-
6.
I've got the
I'm
evening.
Legolas in Helm's Deep. I was wrong to despair. I don't know what came
I
out
think
of
we're
me.
getting too cocky because I really think there's a lot
Yeah, I
that
know.
could
I'm
go wrong.
worried. I'm worried.
321. Although I will say 311 because
Oh, yeah.
we have taken
yeah.
away.
And also more. Does more? And meals don't take. Meals only take 2 Rapidium, right? But meals take Rapidium.
Did it?
Yes.
That is a very good point,
Oh,
which I
shit.
didn't even.
That's how you grow a chicken.
Yeah,
right?
that is a very good point. For every single meal that has been cooked, we're going to take away 1 Rapidium. So, thank you
didn't
very
mean-
much.
No,
Do you
no,
know
no,
what?
wait, well,
Thank you so much for reminding me.
Listen,
It's
rules
wrong to
help us
help.
have fun.
Jan, shrink!
Also, canonically, that was Harry rather than Jan Shrink, so we can't blame Shrink.
Watch it.
Crazy.
Crazy, bird.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Okay, give me one moment to correct that.
I'm going down to one mood. 'cause
Yeah, so I mean, you're now minus
matter to
another.
me.
Yeah.
You're minus another 22 from the meals that were prepped.
Whoa. We've
Thank you.
cost 32.
Thank
We just
you so
gained
much.
more than that.
Yeah, it's true.
Nice way to look at it.
Okay.
So we want you to make meals, but don't make them too.
Yeah. So we are now going into the evening, and it's important to note here that you have all just worked.
Yeah.
The scientist, if you don't take a break, you will be facing punishments tomorrow for your mood. So, what does everyone want to do with their evening?
Having a beer.
The technician's going to take some time to chill. I will say, it's, again, you're chilling in by the command center. It's not exactly a nice place to just sit and chill. You've got nowhere to really relax. It's kind of a bit of an awkward space.
Are there other people? Is everyone
Are we doing our evening?
We're doing our evening. I mean, for you, if you are going to have your arm, you're going to need to take some downtime.
I have a question. If I go out again, this isn't affected. My mood isn't affected.
No,
I would
you're
take an
supposed
exhaustion
to.
penalty.
Yeah,
but
you're
my
taking an
mood-
exhaustion penalty. but
I'm going
you
out
won't be
again.
affected. You're going to go out and mine again?
I'm going to go out and mine again by
Okay.
myself, full of confidence.
Scientist, can you tell us this serum that you've created?
Yep.
How do you administer it to?
Suppository.
Yeah, I was gonna, there were so many words that ended in a going through my head.
I've got my hand.
You've got a choice. We can either cite a central line, and I can feed it down there. Takes a little while longer. Not particularly nice putting an entire drinking straw into a jugular in your neck. Or I can inject it straight into the wound itself. Pick.
Listen, I felt pain there for a long time. What's one more little bit of pain to feel alive?
The word little is doing a lot of lifting. I'm going to inject. I'm literally going to take it. I'm going to inject it straight into.
So
It's
you-
essentially what is going to happen.
Yeah. So you immediately feel this. It's like searing. It is red hot. It is like the lava river that we've got lying ahead of us. It is a searing pain. It's not immediate, but you just begin to see like a stump start to form.
Is that milk?
And also, it's the kind of searing pain which also weirdly feels numb. Like you're going, how does it feel numb? And the most extreme thing I felt at the same time.
Scientifically, it's really quite impressive, is it not?
I don't know about that.
I will say, throughout this, before you get happy again, you go down to -4 on your mood. Sorry, -2 on your mood. You go down to the very bottom. For this moment, this is nothing but pure.
I go out
hell.
mining.
I'm just gonna take a beer and watch this arm grow.
Okay, so the miner is relaxing as his arm begins to grow back. Where do we find the botanist?
The botanist sees the shrink heading out with the mining gear and thinks to himself, dude, man, we're gonna need more Rapidium if I'm gonna make that chocolate cake. So he.
What greenhouse
suits up.
is this?
Look,
Honestly,
I rolled
this
a nat
is
20.
wild.
Like, it's incredible.
It's such a good greenhouse. So you're going to head out mining as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The technician. You were having downtime. Okay. So shrink, botanist, scientist.
I'm going to work on the bridge.
You're going to work on the bridge. Okay, before we head out for the mining then, let's see how much progress you make on the bridge.
That is a 14 plus a 2 plus a 4. So that is
Dirty
a
20.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Folks, the bridge is successfully successfully researched.
Genuinely impressive that I've been able to concentrate while you've been screaming the entire time.
Also, you did that in a day and a half.
You did that in a day and a half.
Mechanically, you
which
did
is
that in a
wild.
day and a half.
This is absolutely wild.
That in 3 rolls.
Honestly, again, I tested this so many times and I was like, 60 seems like a good number.
Never reveal cumulative D6.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I should have kept that vague. Okay, so congratulations. We now know that for sure
I've
we
done
will
my
be
job.
able to make it to the rescue mission. Now, it's just how happy we keep Ally Corp and if they will be beneficent to us
I'm not
when
gonna
we
build the
return.
bridge first.
Oh yeah, how?
I could fail.
This is a very good point, actually. This is a very good point.
Can I ask a question about that? If maybe on the 5th day, or on the 6th day, or on the 5th day when we're not traveling, we take rest in anticipation of building the bridge. Is there anything we?
Here's
can
what
do
I'm
to
going to say,
boost
actually.
the
Do you know what I'm going to say?
technician's ability?
No, do you know what I'm going to say? At the very, very end, you're going to have 2 rolls to successfully build the bridge. If you want, you can continue to research the bridge, and every amount will bring down the DC.
That's nice. That's some nice GMing, baby.
Cool. Okay.
And
Great.
you two, if you're heading out, don't forget you've got your upgraded equipment, so you get 2 extra d6 on your rolls.
Oh, do I have to? Oh no, I don't have to build.
You're
that.
watching my little stubby
No, it's just
No,
it's
I
just
just
watch. It's
upgraded
just
it.
upgrades. It's just upgrades.
Like
so
slow
you're
TV,
relaxing.
you're just watching an arm.
So I absolutely love.
Tell me how
I
much it
just
hurts.
I just want to take a moment here to. Can we just acknowledge the fact that the 2 least mechanical people for mining are heading out together alone?
It's like that kid that walks in on the BBC, like.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's very
Walker.
sort of pre the Battle of the Somme British infantry officers.
Yeah.
Come on, lads! I'll
got
take
this.
my stick.
Tally ho! Right. So here's what I'm going to say. Please roll me a luck check.
It all starts and ends with this.
14.
14.
Oh, that bodes well.
13.
13.
Oh,
Great.
15.
You are
You
both.
don't add anything.
Right,
to
no,
it.
right,
nothing to the
13.
luck check. You are both fine. Please roll how much how many d6 are you going to roll?
Yeah. So. Oh fuck! Shit. Okay, that's a 5 that becomes a 7.
Okay.
Then becomes a 3
Do you minus?
because I have a +2 to my mood and a -4 to my mining.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
3.
3. So you roll 4d6.
In fact, I rolled.
But then you roll 2.
66.
So do you have 2 extra? What are you?
I'm a 6 because I rolled an 8 and I'm +2, but I'm also -4.
Yeah. Cool. So it's So 8. So 66. Sorry, how many? So it came in at
6.
6. 66 for you, but 8 when you have the improved machinery. So
Yep.
8d6.
86.
Yeah, because you roll. So because the scientists made the improved machinery,
Looking at
you
the
get 2
D6.
extra
Can you
d6.
Show me where it is. There must be another D6 in there. I can't see it.
Yes, too.
Big.
Wow, this is big fun.
Okay.
So we got
12, 18, 24, 28, 32, 36, 41.
Christ.
And 20 from
One
me.
sec. Let me just do some maths here. So you, Doug, sorry, yours was 41?
Yep.
And I had another 20.
Okay.
no.
You had another 20.
46, isn't it?
I think 41 was said quite a lot.
Yeah,
I can't-
41.
I was trying to keep my own number in my head.
Okay.
I
I
yeah.
mean, this brings your total now ahead of day 5 to 382.
We can do this.
So we then.
I would like
do
to
this.
remind you that 450 was what was considered
The minimum.
acceptable.
Yeah. If we
How
could
much does the bridge cost? Does the bridge cost?
The bridge is not going to cost you
Okay.
Rapidium, but I'm going to add this new mechanic that at the end, because I think it's fun, you will have to roll a DC, and the more you research the bridge, the lower that DC.
I reckon we're dismantling the lifts and the base to build the bridge. That's what I like.
Oh yeah, this is a case of like anything spare that we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
melt
yeah.
down, you're bringing it.
Okay.
My Nintendo.
We.
Get you a new Nintendo.
I will say that we do have the botanist. You have just done back-to-back today, so you will have some exhaustion tomorrow, as will you.
So will I.
So I'll take a -1 penalty.
Unless you'll have to carry me to bed because I've been having beers.
Yes, he's absolutely wrecked.
Okay. All right.
So what do you have to do to get over exhaustion? You need to make, if you have a rest the next day in at least one of the sessions, it recovers itself.
Yeah.
Great. So I'll just take at least one off. I might
So,
put mine tomorrow. This is big.
Our morning scouting. If everyone could please roll perception.
I'm going to rest for the morning.
You can't.
You can't roll.
I can't.
You can't on perception.
No. It's like it's just rolling perception. It's just
Just get your
scouting.
binoculars
Oh,
out.
I didn't suck. For the first time, I haven't sucked. You did though.
I was like, unless you're actually going to like do something like fix or XYZ, then I would say the morning is just you're joining in the meeting.
Thank God.
Look, Alex, it's irrelevant.
Thank God you joined in the meeting. Eh?
You can keep explaining it's irrelevant.
Let's start with the technician, please.
I mean, I'm hungover, but I'm not that hungover. It's a 10.
Okay, great. The shrink.
That's to 14. Can I check? We ate a meal, right, to maintain our level?
Yes.
We all would have eaten a meal.
But it means we're out of food now, I think. doesn't
Yeah,
it?
so
It means that you are now, if you each ate a meal, you just ate one meal each yesterday?
well,
Yeah.
I technically now
12,
don't
didn't we?
need to, but that's kind of power gaming. So I'll say I'll keep eating meals just for the fun because my mood now can't decrease.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think it's silly for me to just. forego.
So you each ate one meal yesterday?
yes.
Oh, so I
it?
don't take this. My penalty is on just anything anyway. It's not actually this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so now
I had the same
yeah.
thing where you change the day and you're like, well, I'll drop by one.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
So
My
we have
penalty for
7 meals.
exhaustion
I mean,
is
you
different.
have 7 meals remaining.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Okay, so we can do with some food. Sorry,
I've got a day
perceptions.
left.
Okay, so botanist, your perception?
We're not adding our mood to it, are we?
No, perception
That's
is
a
just
nat 1.
wow. Okay, scientist.
Oh, I'm
in my
exhausted.
feels.
This is a 6.
Wow.
I
Mine.
have +2 to perception.
It's a 14. I was on a -2, but because my arm's grown back.
But you don't count that anyways, though.
No.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're just saying,
trying to
yeah.
Just so we're like, because we a new day, and I'd
Yeah,
like to just.
you are. It was just for that moment while you were suffering. You are back to your +4 because you're +2. Sorry, you've gone up 4
Right.
because you are riding a high, man. Like you have got an arm that feels like it's yours. It is a part of you. Like this feels like the arm that you had before you lost it in the life that you remember, except it feels like it's like stronger, better, nicer, all round, damn good.
Fitter, happier, more productive.
It's my master arm.
So
That
A
arm
masterpiece.
I just want to say that arm looks really good on you.
Thank you.
I pick up Pendolski.
Yep.
And I hold it and I crush it.
It's a little Lenny of Mice and Men.
No, that was.
I crush it like that.
I tried to pet it, but I killed
I
it.
crush Pendolski and I'm like, I don't need Pendolski anymore. And then I drop it to the floor.
The
and
real Pendolski was the friends we made along the way.
Inside.
It was inside. The Pendolski was inside me all along. Poor Pendolski.
So,
The Curly's wife.
can I ask, what is everyone feeling this morning? What are we wanting to do? What's the vibe of the day? I mean, everyone is in a good mood. You have made extreme progress on.
What was the Rapidium
Rapidium.
like? I mean, did we?
Oh yeah, what was the
I rolled
Rapidium
a
like? We
14.
don't. You've given us the. We've rolled the perception, but we don't know how much we saw.
Oh, that is a very good point. Thank you very much for reminding me.
While you're rolling that, I will make my pitch, which is we've had a very successful couple of days. There are some of us who are in need of some kind of medical attention. I wonder whether an infirmary, if we go into an area of high radiation, if there is anything out there that we are not expecting, some of us don't have the capacity to cope with something going wrong.
Do we even have time to build it? We've still got to build the bridge. We've only got a limited amount of time.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Okay.
Maybe the scientists could see if we could build a better bridge, a faster bridge.
Faster.
Bridges don't tend to
build
get faster.
faster.
What I can
Faster
do.
bridge.
Past the bridge.
Wait.
Why are we all bred from the same person is actually quite beyond me.
Hear him out. Fast the bridge. Thoughts?
It's an idea. I'm working on it.
I think you should stop, and I think you should leave it to me.
If someone,
I don't know. I mean, faster bridge sounds pretty cool.
if someone goes down out there, is there any way of saving them, or are they just dead forever?
If you don't have the infirmary and you don't get them back in like that day,
they're dead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. Out of sight of you.
You asking me to leave?
Be honest with us. We're probably not making it back after this, are we?
What do you mean?
Excuse me, my stomach just went.
Was that I thought it was you going, oh, got him.
That was, I
He's
believe,
feisty.
you're not the only one who's had a relationship with Dolski.
What do you mean?
You're probably making it back, but we're not.
Well, no, that's not the case at all. I mean, if we bring back a lot of Rapidium, Ally Corp is going to look after you.
No, they're not.
Ally Corp is going to make sure you're looked after. If you bring back enough Rapidium and you make them happy, then you're going to be looked after.
You're a lot of things, but surely you're not that naive.
They said 450.
Listen, I have talked with Lucas a lot. I have talked with Maxwell a bit. And I think they mean it when they say it. I've got to trust them. Otherwise, what's the point in doing any of it? If we don't believe it's going to be the case at all, why are we doing any of it to begin with?
I totally agree, man. I think they're going to look after us, like, make us feel welcome and,
So you think what? We're gonna get back there and they're gonna let all 6 of us just have a nice, happy life? Just 6 identical Jans.
I don't know about you, but I don't look like any of you. I'm like, we're totally individual, right? I mean, I know we're all from the same basic place and stuff.
So
but
what's the alternative?
Listen, they said 450. Now, you claim to know these people. You claim to have their ear in some way, shape, or form.
I know them as well as you can. I never spoke to them.
You know them
before
better
we
than
got
any of us, so if you're not the expert, we are truly in a difficult situation. If...
Hey, don't worry, you styled it out.
That's cool. If 450 is the minimum, what does 500 look like for us? What does 600 look like for us?
I'd like to think it's new lives, new identities.
I'd like to think is good enough.
it's all gravy, man. After 450, it's all gravy. It's gotta be okay.
So what are you expecting is going to happen if you just don't try?
Then we hit the minimum target they set.
Right, and then what? Just you just think that they're going to be just like, okay, cool, great, thanks, bye. No, bring back more. It brings value to them.
But you think this is all supposition?
Jan, you're the only one who's going to get out of this alive.
That's not true.
Listen to me. You are the only one they're going to let live.
That's not true.
We are an abomination. We are a secret of theirs.
Ally Corp.
I'm going to offer you this. On the way back, pretend like we're dead. Pretend like we didn't make it. So at least we have a chance to live our lives.
No, man, I want to go back. I want to see Lena.
What about? What's the one thing they want to make sure gets back as safe as possible?
The Rapidium.
Do you think you could research a special Rapidium pod? Something that contains Rapidium that an altar might be able to hide inside. They're gonna make sure that thing gets back safe.
Of course I can.
Just one?
Altar?
One for each altar.
Oh.
Hidden inside the compartments that we're gonna be taking the Rapidium back in. What if we make an ark for each of you?
Oh, that's cool, man.
You are either an absolute sociopath or not the complete arsehole.
Can he be both at the same time?
I pretend you died?
Yeah.
You hide in there?
I like
We're
to
just
see
a
how
liability to them. Anything we can do,
Well, if they don't know we're there, then
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
We're a liability to them. Anything we can do to
They're gonna make
avoid-
sure that Rapidium gets back safe.
Saves them a bit of red tape.
How long would it take you to work on something like that?
I'm gonna say that's gonna be it's gonna be half a day. Yeah, but you would need to build it.
Well, I got a bridge to build. Guess I'll get on that now.
I've got some Rapidium to get.
I would say the building of the bridge is gonna come at the very end.
Okay.
Oh yeah, can't do it till we're there.
Yeah.
Fine. I guess I'll be back in my lab.
So you are going to be rolling with a -2 not because of your mood, but because you're exhausted.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to be in the lab researching this ark, these arcs that will carry the altars home, hopefully.
I need to rest at some point today. How was the Rapidium deposit?
Today, I will say, you have two things. One, it is the most Rapidium you have ever seen and will ever see, but it is high radiation.
Wait, I gotta go. High radiation was...
What does that mean in terms of hit points?
What I'm going to do for this time, for this high radiation, I'm going to make everyone... This is not going to even be like a luck check. This is just going to be a D4.
How many have you got, Minor?
I've got 6.
Okay, we all go out once. We reassess for this afternoon, for this evening.
We only got one shot at this.
Okay. So, the technician, the shrink, the botanist, and the miner all head out. Can you each roll me a D1D4?
1d4.
That's for your damage.
I take 1 damage.
So you were on 10?
I'm now on 10.
You're on...
I was on 11, I'm now on 10.
Great. Cool. How much?
I rolled a 3, so that means I'm on 5.
Okay.
You can go out once more now.
I rolled a 3 as well, which puts me on 11.
Cool.
2, I'm on 4.
I don't like these odds at all.
No, but potentially one less arc to build.
Or it would be good to present them with an actual dead body to prove that, look, we can open up one of them if you want. The guy's dead in there.
3 arcs in a coffin. 4
I'm going to say the roll for the bridge will be separate from everything else.
Okay.
It's at the very end. I'm going to say to build all of these arcs is going to take you 2 time slots.
Okay.
So you have this evening, you have tomorrow afternoon, and tomorrow evening. You have 3 remaining. 2 of those will have to be building.
All right.
Okay. If you could all please, those of you out mining, can you tell us how's things up while they roll? How's things up in the lab?
Oh, I'm having a great time. Obviously, this is a fantastic new challenge for me. These are the most comfortable, essentially what are coffins you'll ever be in.
Oh, nice.
Can I ask a question about how this roll works?
Yeah.
I have a -1 from exhaustion.
Yep.
I have a -4 on my mining. I have a +2. So I have a -3.
Yeah.
Great.
I have a +6 on my arm, a +2 on the mining equipment, a +2 on my happiness.
Oh yeah, I have a +2 on the mining.
No, the mining equipment.
No, mining equipment
Oh,
is
2 extra
D6.
D6. Oh,
Yeah.
so great. So, so
Yeah.
so I've got +2.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got basically a +8.
Okay.
Then I've got a -2 on tiredness.
Yeah.
So
okay.
you have a plus.
Technician.
I rolled a 5, and then I've got a +2, so...
So 66.
I rolled a 19, which with my minus becomes a 16.
Okay, cool. So 10d6. Botanist.
I rolled an 18.
Yep.
I have a -4.
Yep. 14.
14, but I have a +2, so 16.
16. So that's
Roll
10d6.
So
well, when it all shakes out,
And then at the end, also
add an extra
add
2
an extra
d6.
2, yeah.
when it all shakes out, I've done a 10.
How did you need?
A 10.
But I get, so it's going to be 6.
66 plus 2.
Plus 2 yeah.
So 8. So yeah, whatever I said to you, add 2 extra
So I
d6.
actually rolled 12 d6
Yeah.
this time.
It's a nice feeling, isn't it?
It's a great feeling. I'm rolling hot.
Okay.
Okay. Can I have all of them, please?
Okay,
many
so
is that?
technician.
I've only.
22.
I haven't managed to roll mine yet because we're sharing.
That's good.
That's
fine.
3, 6,
Uh,
5,
are you all counted, Mine?
Yeah.
Go on.
32.
32. Okay.
How many was that? That was 8, so I'll roll 4 again. Yeah.
There's like a D6 drought at the table.
Love it.
42.
Ooh, nice.
And botanist.
33.
Folks, what I will say is we're currently at 511.
Way!
Okay. So we've covered our costs. Now we're into pure profit.
That's where I like to be.
Doesn't really matter though, does it?
Listen. The more Rapidium repositories, the higher the chance that they open the wrong one and don't discover where we are. Think about it that way.
Yeah. Higher chance of survival.
Yeah. Higher chance of going undetected. It's a roll of the dice.
Not gonna lie, it might be quite nice to see the world for real for once.
I'm gonna eat noodles. I think they're supposed to be amazing.
Do you like noodles?
I don't know. I think I do.
I think I hate them.
Oh.
What happened in our past that made you like noodles and me not like noodles? What moment in time do you think made it so that when a noodle goes in my mouth, I literally want to vomit?
And when a noodle goes in mine,
Happiest man.
I just shut my eyes.
Oh, God, guys.
I didn't actually think I was doing it.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, so we arrive at the evening. Everyone has worked this afternoon. Botanist, scientist, shrink, you all worked 2 sessions yesterday. So if any of you work again right now, you're going to suffer more exhaustion.
So it would become a -2 for me. I'm on a -1 at the moment on exhaustion.
Yeah.
I'm going to surge anyway.
Okay.
Can I try and...
To be fair, the miner had downtime yesterday because he was regrowing his arm.
The miner has 4 HP and is going to roll a d4.
That is a very good point.
There is a chance, if you go out, you are actually dead. You have wanted to be somewhere else the entire time we've been here. You've wondered if a life beyond this is possible. We leave tomorrow. And you have your only chance at something beyond the life that was given to you. Why would you throw it away?
Look out there. I was made for one purpose. I was brought here to do one thing. And that one thing is to mine for the very thing that we are looking at right now. It is abundant. More than ever. You said it yourself. The more we mine, the better the chances that we have a chance of getting back.
Can I make a deal with you? You go out tonight. You don't go out tomorrow. Just live. There are other things you can do. You can be of use to people.
Yeah, dude, I can go mining.
Why don't we make a suggestion? If you think you were made for one purpose, but other people here have done other things, why don't you try swapping with someone?
Yeah, you
Why
grow
don't
some
you-
avocados.
Why don't you go in the greenhouse and see if you could maybe be, well,
Just because you were
Anything
made
better than
for one
oatmeal.
purpose doesn't mean it's the only thing that you have.
and then you can go out mining.
Man, that is deep. You're right. Just because you were made for one purpose doesn't mean you can't have other purposes.
But if any of you come into my lab and touch anything, I will break your hands.
Of course. But this is the sort of thing I would normally say, but you see, you can wear more than one hat.
Molly's really nice, you know. You can go hang out with Molly and grow some sugar snap peas or something.
She does have an extra arm, by the way.
Okay, then
She's quite handsy with
where would you rather have me?
Where do you want to be? Think for yourself for once. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
I've always wondered what it'd be like to grow something.
I'm out of serum. You can't grow another arm.
I think that's a good choice.
Is this what you would like to do with your evening?
Yeah.
Yep. So you're going to surge and use the evening to do that. I will say, because you have botany is hard. You can't master agriculture in here.
Took me decades, man.
I think.
You definitely can't do it in an afternoon. So I'm going to say that you will roll. You've got a +2 to your happiness. You'll roll flat because you will have a -2 to botany. So you'll be rolling flat to see how many meals you're going to be able to make.
I'll get 4.
It's a 4, which is 4d4 to see how many meals you can make.
To be honest, we don't want you making that many. Although
Yeah,
if you roll super high, can it be like you can make up to this many meals? Or is it...
I'm sorry. I'm just.
I'm going to, I say use one.
Yeah, sorry.
I got one.
That's what you make.
So actually, you rolling low is great. We don't need any more than 44
It's
meals.
fair. Yeah.
I get 7 meals.
Great.
I can't tell if it's you or the
So
dog.
people can't tell, but Milton is under the table, but he's asking me to tickle his tummy with my foot. Doug thinks I'm stroking his leg.
No,
I'm
I
not.
didn't.
It's Milton.
You're
I knew it was
you're
Milton.
doing both, but you're meaning to
but
do one
it's
of them.
Milton.
Yeah.
Doug's leg is collateral.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so does this mean that me and the botanist can go back out?
Does.
Let's do it, John.
Let's do it,
Again, I
man.
want to just say, if you are going back out, botanist and shrink, you will both have exhaustion tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. So tomorrow that -1 becomes a -2. But for now, shall we go? Boldly, we roll a d4 to see how much
D4.
damage we take from the radiation. And it's another single 1 for me. How many times have you knocked yourself over?
I know.
So my HP is now at 9.
I rolled a 3, so mine is down to 8.
Okay.
Okay.
Being aggressively hit by this dog under the table.
I'm gonna try.
9. Okay. Yeah, if you could please roll me a d20.
I have a -3 to the roll.
10.
That's a 7 for me.
7, so if you could please roll me 66.
Which becomes 8.
2d6, yeah, so 8d6. Botanist?
6.
So 8d6 total, please.
I can't.
Yeah, of course. Grab him.
Can I have some of yours, please?
Yes, please.
I need
Yeah, you never touch a lady's dice without permission.
That's right.
I don't have it really. Oh. 11, 12, 17, 22.
I got 27.
I got 33.
Okay, give me
I got,
moment.
I got,
one moment. So shrink, you got.
I got 31, sorry.
So that brings your daily total to 73. And botanist, you got.
What did I say, 27? 27, I think.
If it was 20, was it 27?
Yeah, it was, because when Harry said 33, I could do quick maths on that, and you corrected yourself, so it was 27,
That
yeah.
brings your total today to 60. The amount of Rapidium you currently have is 569. Minus 36 for the food and the serum. that you have used so far.
533.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay. So that was the botanist and the shrink, the miner you're doing, and the technician. What are you up to?
Do I need to build the pods?
If you would like to choose this moment to build the pod, you can attempt. This is your first one of 2 days times building
Yeah,
pod.
yeah.
And I would like you to do a skill check, and you can add your technique here to see how well you're building these things.
And you have a +2 as well, right?
+2 plus a +4 is 23.
I mean, hell yeah. This is going well, man. You're like, this plan actually starts to look like it makes sense. Yeah. Damn good work. Okay. We come then to the final.
Can't I do anything in the evening? I did the Ark stuff in the afternoon, so I haven't had an evening thing.
That is a
takes
superb
exhaustion.
point.
Yeah.
That is a superb point. Yes, sorry, yes. No, well caught.
I'm on the. I've got exhaustion anyway, so I may as well just keep pushing through.
What is your exhaustion at the moment?
-1.
-1, so you'll go to a -2.
Yeah.
So this is very indicative of the way that we choose to conduct ourselves in real life.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is just pushing through, not really taking any rest, and actually
Yeah.
just
Not looking after
Yeah.
ourselves.
not looking after ourselves
Yeah.
and just thinking, we'll just get
And then
to
you know
the
what we
end.
should do? We'll come back and then we will film this instead of resting.
So are you going to research the bridge?
Yeah.
Okay, great. If you want to roll me a d20 to see how much further on the...
That is a 7 plus a 4 plus a 2
Minus a
1.
1.
So that is 11 plus 2, so it's a 13, -1 is a 12.
Okay, great.
So I point out that we probably all need to eat one meal to maintain our mood where it currently is.
Yes.
This evening.
Yes.
That is a very...
I've made loads of chocolate cake for everyone in the
Oh my god, you did it!
Did you?
yeah, can you please roll me a d20 to see how good this cake is?
This will be your only nat 20 today now.
And it is
Never made a
flat,
cake.
not the cake you'll roll.
He's never made a cake before.
It's an 18.
18.
Oh my god,
You know
I'm so
what?
proud of you!
Holy crap.
Wow.
You might just be one of the most naturally gifted bakers that this planet definitely, but that our home planet Earth has ever seen.
It's a Hollywood handshake.
Woody had another purpose.
I don't know if it's any good or not. It doesn't have to be. It's just like made out of carrots or whatever.
It's sublime.
Dude, I knew you had it in you, man. Totally.
I didn't, but this is impressive.
Think of all the other stuff that's left to make.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff.
Thanks.
Hummus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's hummus?
I don't know, but it sounds great.
We probably shouldn't do an exhaustive list of foods.
So you're each consuming one.
Yeah, one meal.
Pulls that as Jamie Oliver.
Okay, so you currently have 9 meals available. So great. As we head into the final day.
Oh my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 6. The day we arrive at
24
the
hours
river
remaining.
of lava. So we know that we have a few objectives. Number 1, most pressing, which will happen at the very end. This bridge needs to be built, and it's all going to depend on how well it's been researched. If you're going to be able to build it, you're going to have 2 rolls to meet the DC.
Oh my god.
We also know that we need to build the remainder of the pods, the arcs that are going to be used to try and shelter you guys in to get you home. So, we can please roll for the perception at the beginning of the day to see what the Rapidium is looking like outside.
Oh, okay, fine. I was on a 13. Eva rolled her die into mine. I was quite pleased with the 13. I was really annoyed she knocked me onto a 14 and got herself.
And that 20.
Suck it, shrink.
Okay, so hold on. So technician was a 20. You know what? For that, to reward in that 20, I'm going to give you 25.
14 from the shrink. I'm finding my rhythm at this point.
Botanist.
Not one.
Oh!
Reconsidering, yeah.
Second in a row.
I can't remember, but I think
it
I
is.
must
It
just be
definitely is.
contemplating my life now that the world's
haven't
greatest
spoken
baker
to
is.
Scientist.
6 by the time I got all my
6,
bits
and
out
then
of
from the
take.
miner.
7.
I'm gonna,
7.
yeah, and do things.
Okay.
Like bring her
Today
flowers.
is a small to mid amount of Rapidium. There's not a huge amount. You kind of go, yeah, it might be worth sending all of you out, but also this is actually one of those moments where this is the one outcome here where I'm going to say you're going to roll luck checks to literally see if there's Rapidium even where you get to.
Listen,
Do we take...
And it will be an action to go out and do it.
we've got enough Rapidium. We've got enough Rapidium. What can we do to help you?
I just gotta get on with it.
Drink a glass of water upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that. Do we even need Rapidium now?
We could, I mean,
Not really. We made quota, right? If they're good as their word, then maybe we'll be okay.
Practically, what can we do in here that will speed up or mean that you're going to make the pods correctly? Can we offer essentially the help action or the help
so
action?
can we help with more bridge...
What I will
Yeah.
say,
Bridge
what I will
building.
say is this. Yes, you will be able to offer help actions. To begin with, should you gather more Rapidium, an excessive amount of Rapidium, Jan is going to turn to you guys and say, look, those of you who want to try and smuggle back in the Rapidium arcs can do so. Can take that risk. We don't know what happens when you try and get out of the arc the other round. It's up to you. Those of you who believe that the corporation might look after those who come back with a lot of Rapidium can choose not to get in the arc. So if you want to get more Rapidium and not get in the arc, you can do that. Or you can choose to get in the arc. It's up to you. And I will say mechanically, your surge action can give advantage on anything. So I'm going to say I'm going to say, what I will say is this. One of you can give advantage to the bridge research per session. So there's still, bear in mind, you are now really exhausted. I'm going to say you're rolling with a -4. You're going to negate your proficiency, right? But one person each time you're trying. So you could use, say, the shrink the first for the afternoon, and then the minor for the evening. Could give the help action on researching the bridge to try and get the bridge even safer for the building process. Faster.
Faster, I believe. Is,
Faster
is the
bridge.
verb.
So you could choose to do that. And I will say that the other remaining two can hold their action for the 2 rolls on how successful the bridge is going to be, and you can add 1d4
For each person that does
for each person that does it to that roll. So you can have 2. So you could do 2 people for 2 sessions of research, 2 people for the 2 rolls. 1 is advantage, and 1 is an extra d4.
It stacks very well anyway, because to be honest, it means no one's pushing through. I know mechanically there is no pushing through at this point, but essentially a session of just being near the technician doesn't exhaust us, right? Can I ask a question to Jan? I don't know how everyone's feeling about the pods. What would happen if you made one more phone call? Told them, and it's up to you whether you tell them that we're doing badly or doing well, whatever you feel is appropriate, and we try to glean what we can. If they truly are going to take care of us, as unlikely as many of us consider that eventuality to be, then we would make things worse for ourselves by attempting to smuggle ourselves back to Earth. What do people think?
It's logical that we'd have one more go at trying to get some information.
I will say that if I call them and I ask what's going to happen to you, and then suddenly you die, you're going to find that suspicious.
I hadn't thought about that. Will they not find it suspicious you haven't already reported our deaths?
That's something I could do right at the end.
What do we think?
Man, I think Allied Corp is like, I think they're gonna look after us. So I'm not getting in the Ark, man. I'm gonna go back as me.
Good luck with that. I'm not trusting those fucks. I'm getting in the pod.
I have no reason to not trust the corporation, but for science, I think I'd try the pod.
It's good enough for me. What about you?
I don't want to be tested on for the rest of my life. I don't want to be a guinea pig for a corporation that doesn't care about me but cares about what I can give them.
Take your chances. Taking mine.
Will you tell them then that the 4 of us have died?
The 4 of you have died, and you're gonna agree.
Man, I'm a minor now. I've got worth.
So you're gonna go along with this, and you're gonna say that they died. We're gonna make up a reason. We're gonna say there was a storm, an anomaly. We're gonna say they went out.
They got sucked into a gravity ball.
They tried to mine. They tried to get as much as they could for corporation, and they suffered.
Well, it was quick. You guys are dead to me.
Hey, good luck.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Good luck.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think you're gonna be fine.
what do we want to do with our afternoon there?
Well, I mean, I've helped you before, fetching and carrying. If you'll have me, I'm happy to do it again.
Yep, I'm pretty sure you're the only one I'd trust to touch anything in this lab, so yeah, anything we can do to help the bridge.
Yep.
Otherwise, the arcs mean nothing.
Yep.
Okay. So you're helping the scientist.
Yep.
Now, mechanically, you can provide advantage. I realize that I said something. What I'm going to say is,
Yeah.
you can't provide advantage.
No.
You can give. I'm going to say, the bridge building is a different thing. You can provide a D6.
Yeah,
An additional D6.
Because we have we
That's
feel like we do sort of strangely have a mutual understanding. So it feels.
So are you going to give the second round of help in the evening you're going to take a rest in the afternoon and provide help in the evening?
Yeah, and I'm going to take that rest moment to speak to the other yarn, the botanist yarn.
So then, first up, if we could roll a D20 and then add.
Do you want to roll the D6 or shall I? You rolling hot? You're rolling pretty hot.
Yes, that's a 16. I'm rolling flat, but I have my +2, so it actually comes out as an 18.
18.
And then you can add a D6. I think you're rolling better than me at the moment.
No.
And you're not.
It's a 1.
Okay. Fucking hell.
So that is a total of
19, I think.
19.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
What are we at on that bridge now?
I'm actually not going to tell you.
Cool. Cool. Fine. Totally fine.
So that is for you two. That is your afternoon. So I'm going to give the shrink goes down as technically a rest, and the scientist working. Okay. Are you going to hold? So okay. Scientist, then you're going to be giving the assistance at the end. I will say, here's my thing. I will
Unless
say,
I can do something to actually help with, like, rolling towards it.
what I'm going to say is, if you're going to be researching again this evening and getting the surge from the miner, you are only the botanist is going to be able to provide you with a D4 on one.
Then
of those rolls.
maybe I don't bother helping you and I help you instead.
And
Because
you
that's
wanna
probably
give-
more
you
valuable,
wanna
right?
give-
Yeah.
I would say that would be more valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna do
botanist,
that.
would you like to provide your D6, or would you like to do anything like mine Rapidium this afternoon?
I'm
You're
just
fine.
going to surge through, man. We're at the end of it. Doesn't really matter, does it?
So you're going to, so you're going to mine like Rapidium? Is that what you're going to go for?
Oh no. Well, what I was thinking was I would either be helping the scientist or helping.
Okay, so yeah, so if you help a scientist in that case, then, so if we do your second role scientist, this means in the afternoon, botanist, you're basically taking a rest.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do your second role in a moment. Technician. Hold on. No, because you could.
You've got arcs to build anyway.
Oh, you've got arcs to build. Sorry, yes, you've got arcs to build. In fact, yeah. Can you please roll me a d20 for your arcs?
It's 5 plus a 4 plus a 2, so 11.
Can I?
First time round was 23,
Yeah.
23, and 11. Okay, cool. Let me make a quick note of something.
Could I help? Could I use my morning to not mine Rapidium and help you with the arcs in the morning?
I'm going to say you can only provide one help action per day.
But because I have surge,
Yeah, I'm going to say even still, just so it doesn't become something that's like overpowered and
Super
going,
overpowered.
roll again, roll again.
Totally
yeah.
get it.
You were going to talk to the botanist anyway. weren't you?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Great. So that is the technician. The miner.
I want to talk to the botanist.
You want to talk to the botanist and have some downtime. Have a chat.
Jan,
Yo.
listen, I respect your decision. And I guess in your experience, you have a loyalty to the corporation more than I do. And I know that I'm not going to change your mind. But this isn't the life you want. Lena, she's not going to want you. This isn't what you're going back for.
Dude.
They won't give you a life.
Man, you're being a real downer. Dude, I think I'm gonna go back and I may not get Lena, but I'm gonna try because you know why? Because I have worth as an individual. And maybe, like Shrink Jan said, maybe it's up to her. So there's a chance, and that's hope. And that's all we've got. So, there.
Can I mess a little bit with a mechanic here?
Mm-hmm.
And I won't do anything else in the evening.
But as I'm sort of providing help to the scientist, kind of on my way back and forth, can I just kind of join in on this conversation, almost treat it like a therapy session to try and get through to him, and then I'll do nothing else for the rest of the day. I won't be able to help or do anything.
I mean, it's purely for flavour
Exactly.
at this point.
Yeah. You know they'll only bring you back here.
Where? Here? Why?
Because you proved how useful you are. You've made yourself an asset to Ally Corp. You've made yourself the best botanist they have. You've made yourself, bizarrely, one of the best miners they have. Look, you are the captain of your own ship.
Well, you know what? Then I could just use Rapidium and make Elena. I mean, that's a possibility, isn't it?
I don't know.
Well, I'll either have the real one or I'll create one myself.
You don't want something to be like you. You don't want to make something that you know is a lie.
I don't feel like a lie.
She would. You'd know she was. You would know. If you made her, you would know. If she looked into your eyes with anything approaching love, it would be a love you'd made. Not a love that you'd earned, not a love that you deserved.
Yeah, but what would I be otherwise? I'd just be dead. I'd be like, if I go back like you guys, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna pop out of your pod and go down to the Starbucks and get a coffee and maybe a skinny latte or something? I don't know, man. I could get back and they could treat me like a hero.
Yeah.
They could do celebrations and parades and ticker tapes and things like that.
Yeah.
Big word.
You know, it's like...
What you feel towards this company, that isn't how you feel. That's how you've been made. You were made this way.
Well, what are you gonna do? Tell me.
It's a big world when no one knows you exist. There are no records of us. There is no birth certificate. There's no legal registration. We can go anywhere. We can start again. We can do anything. And we can step in snow where the footprints are ours and ours only. We're not walking in a path anyone else has set anymore.
That does sound kind of good.
Go to Norway.
What's that?
Snow. It makes the metaphor literal.
Oh, I see. Well...
Look, you're the captain of your own ship, but for what it's worth, I'd get in the pod.
Okay, so we enter into the evening. Remind me real quick who provided help to the scientist.
I did, and I can't do anything else today because that was...
I think did I help the scientist or did I help the technician?
You haven't helped the technician yet, so this is you going into the evening session to provide the help. Great.
So
if you'd like to roll me a d20, and if you'd like to add a d6
from the botanist. It's okay, it's a decent roll.
It's all right, it's 4.
So add that to my 6, that makes a 10, plus I'm not rolling with my primary bonus, but I am rolling with my mood, so it comes out at a 12.
12. So with
That's
including
12 total. Okay. All right. Great. So that was the botanist's evening, giving the help action there, or not directly the help, you know.
And having a bridge.
Okay.
God, a beer. Having a beer while I'm helping.
The technician. You have crafted the pods, you've crafted the arcs. What would you like to do with your evening? I'm going to make a suggestion here. There's something that your character has wanted for a while. There's a specific room.
Oh, yeah.
For a specific purpose.
Yeah.
I'm going to say we'll have a quick little round of beer. So.
This is going to be our last night. Let's enjoy it.
Now, I ran this by Seb, and he said, no. No liquid. And I said, okay, what about tape? And he said, tape won't hold them down. And I said, what if we put dice in there to weight them a little bit so that we can throw ping pong balls? And he said, sure, okay, so we're gonna have
I don't think he did.
Team 2, Team 1, and we're gonna have a quick little, just 3 cups on either side. Beer pong gun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Best
Right,
to
we
ever
need,
do
we
it.
need, but wait. This
Wait,
needs to be
wait,
fair,
this needs
so
to
we
be-
need to be like,
yeah.
how far
Best to
away?
ever do it.
Best to ever do it.
So they
Need to be further away
Okay.
from us.
It is one shot per team.
No, because they're
Oh, and then
because there's only 2 of us.
right. They're aiming for ours and we're aiming for theirs.
That I believe is yes. That's
Why have you put yours so far apart?
We haven't been far apart. They're touching.
They're literally
all have to touch
touching.
at all points.
They're literally touching.
They are now.
No, I don't really.
fun little fact for you. You if you build the social room,
You go first.
the technician really wants to play beer pong, and if you build the social room in the game, there is a beer pong mini game in the game.
Okay.
No pressure.
Best to ever do it.
Best to ever
Best
do it.
to ever do it.
Best to ever do it.
Oh.
Potentially my last day alive.
Okay,
is
so
what we're doing.
so I may have added 10 minutes to film. Like-
Oh, nice one, Wilson. You.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
The arc was
Go on, we gotta
lovely.
get
It was a
one.
good arc. He's so close. He's so close.
Now you've each been. I'm going to say Yarn gets 1 goal on each.
Unbelievable.
Hey!
Oh!
You got one.
Sod off.
You got one,
He
yeah?
bounced
Yeah,
it. No
you get
bounce.
that.
Drink the dice.
Count. Doesn't count.
Bouncing actually
Do we
technically
get?
to
Does it mean we
rid
get
of
these rolls to help her build the bridge?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, you knocked out one of theirs, so that's fine. Rubbish.
No, it's
I
rubbish.
shot the wrong way.
This is ridiculous.
That's good stuff.
This is a ridiculous edition.
Oh, no, 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 sorry.
I can't wait for the 10 hours later.
Oh, okay, that's it. That counts.
No,
It's
it
gone.
doesn't.
Shut up.
No, it doesn't.
The
You
beer
knocked
is
it
gone.
over.
The beer is gone.
Well, if we can just knock them down.
The beer is gone. Give me my dice.
Douglas?
Such a slick mechanic.
It's your turn.
I don't know.
This is great stuff.
This is really great stuff, guys.
Should we do one more?
Yeah, one
I really thought this would be
Next one.
speedier. Winning shot, baby.
Drink it.
Oh, no,
Drink
and
it.
Peter's moving.
Drink the dice. Drink the dice. Drink the dice.
You're
Drink
gonna
the
miss.
dice.
You're gonna miss. Ow.
Oh.
What? Boo! Boo! No, stop! Stop! They did 3 in a row. Why would you not give me one of them?
Oh my god.
Here, come on, here. Come on, let's fucking go.
Okay. So providing the help to the technician is going to be the miner and the scientist.
Probably, yeah, that works.
So
There we go.
I'm going to say that in order to do that, you are going to have to take a rest for the final evening.
Okay.
Oh no! Wait, hold on. You've just been
I did
you've been
bridge,
working.
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
then yeah, fine. Oh, we'll say that's fine. So we arrive at the end of day 6.
Oh my god.
We are at the river of lava. The chasm is huge. It is vast. There is absolutely no way in hell you would ever have got across this without the amazing work of the scientist, without the bridge.
We know.
The scientist has done an excellent job, I'll be honest with you.
I know.
60 was the total, was the
You'll
target.
never let us forget it.
60 was the target. The bridge is now reached 108.
Oh my god. Well done, scientist.
Here's what I'm going
That's
to
why
say.
I'll never let you forget it.
You're going to have 2 rolls. One of them is going to get a D4. The other is going to have advantage.
Okay.
You need to hit. The DC to hit this is 16. But because the scientist went 40 over, I'm going to take 4 off.
Yeah.
So 12 is the DC. If you fail this DC,
We are all.
we are all burned to a crisp, and none of anything we've done has mattered.
That means the last thing I chose to do was play beer pong.
Yeah.
Peter, we will be requiring a little assistance.
So you get to provide the help action, which is advantage.
Yeah.
And then the scientist provides a d4.
Great.
Okay.
So what I'm going to ask is that we roll the one with the d4 first.
Yes.
And then if we just happen to get even better with the advantage, it's just more of a celebration. And we build not only a better bridge, a faster bridge.
Can we roll the d4 first?
Yeah.
And then it's...
Sure.
Okay.
Roll that d4, baby.
Do you do me
You
D4?
do, no, you do. You do.
It's 2.
2.
Okay.
So you need to hit a 10. You need a 10.
Oh my god,
A
6.
natural 6.
Okay, so you now have 2 rolls with the advantage that is being given to you by the help action from the miner. You now have 2 rolls. If neither of these are a 12 or higher, the crew...
Oh, it's not cumulative?
No.
No.
So it's essentially it's one roll with advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if neither of these rolls are a 12 or higher, we all burn.
That's a lot. That's a lot of pressure.
Does the miner use any of
Right,
the...
everyone needs to just...
No, splash. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Let's just...
Not looking, not looking.
Oh my god.
2.
Oh my god! My gosh.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Jans, hands on.
Jans.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, we're all dead!
Ladies and gentlemen, the pressure.
Wait.
Wait, when you would have your own bonus on that?
Wait. Jan, can't you do something?
What is it?
It wouldn't matter.
What is it? It's a 7.
Well, it's a 7 plus a...
4?
No, it's falling flat.
You said...
Oh.
It's rolling flat.
Oh no.
Do you know what?
Thanks.
Do you know what? Jan steps in, sees this, and says,
So they didn't do all this work for you to fail at the end.
Jan steps in. He puts one hand on the technician's shoulder and says, "You know, I was never your enemy." It's a 16.
We lived for a bit.
We live. Jan steps in with the only action he performs in the entire game.
And you know what? It's enough.
He steps in. He provides his own very special help action. The bridge is constructed. The crew makes it across, but this is not the end yet. The botanist has decided that he is going to join Jan in the rescue mission. He's just going to be open and honest and say, "Here I am." The other 4 are going to hide in the Rapidium arcs. Now, I would like you all, those of you who are hiding, to please roll me a d20.
Do we add anything to this?
You roll nothing to it.
First.
Go together.
Okay.
What is it?
I rolled a natural 20.
Nat 20,
I got a 9.
a 9.
And we're not adding anything?
No.
That's a 5, darling.
I got a 5.
I got a 16.
Okay.
You didn't say what you
I got an 8.
I will say, you've absolutely hit it. You, with your rolls, built these. 34 was the number you hit when you were building them. You have surpassed that. You have successfully hidden.
Oh, cumulative.
You're cumulative.
I thought it was individuals.
I say the miner rolled a nat 20.
Oh, thank God for the miner.
You are successful in hiding in these Rapidium arcs as they are loaded onto the ship.
The technical specification was flawless.
As the botanist and Jan explain the gruesome deaths to these, really, the guys who were coming to collect the arcs and everything really didn't need to know this. If anything, the botanist goes into a bit too much detail.
Dude, it was
awful. And Jan just puts his hand on his shoulder and is like, "I think they understand, and I think they get it."
All that was left was an ear.
We arrive back on Earth, and we arrive with 569 Rapidium.
Nice.
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 This is a lot of Rapidium. Ally Corp are very, very happy. Jan and the botanist are welcomed home.
I'm pleased for you.
There is going to be a trial for Jan. He He's broken the laws of nature. The corporation, it wasn't quite enough for the corporation to hide everything, to use their power to sweep it all under the rug. So there will be a public trial for Jan Dolski to see if he goes to prison to serve any time for his crimes against the laws of nature. As for the botanist, he was created. He was simply created. He didn't commit any crimes. The company is going to look after the botanist. They're going to find a place somewhere far away from anyone else.
A farm upstate.
A farm upstate. The young botanist won't be able to exist as a functioning member of society, but he'll be able to live, and he'll be able to live in some comfort. He'll be maybe slightly lonely, but he'll have everything he needs, and he'll get to breathe earth air. As for the others of you, could you each roll me a flat nat 20 skill check? Sorry, DC 20. Sorry, no.
Nat 20.
D20. A nat 20.
12.
12.
5.
5.
5.
5.
Hey, if we go down, we go down together.
Go down.
Like I've always promised.
The the shrink and the miner are discovered inside the Rapidium arcs. But the mission did quite well. They're not going to be disappeared.
Do we go to the farm upstate?
They go somewhere, no one knows where. It's not going to be a hellish existence. They might be part of some sort of testing, but we're not talking some sort of crazy psychopathic testing. Might be some stuff to do with, we're going to have you run on a treadmill. Every day for the rest of your life, you're just going to be doing some sort of thing just to see, is there any deterioration in human beings grown with Rapidium?
At least they're gonna get to the bottom of the whole noodle thing.
The scientist just about successfully sneaks out. And the scientist, using their smarts, manages to create a false identity, one that will be restrictive forever, and they're not going to be able to live out their life, performing science as they wish. There's no way they're going to be able to get a job. There's no way they're going to be able to, work in a lab. So they'll be, in their own weird way, suffering because they're not able to do the thing that they love.
I don't know, mate. You can make crystal meth anywhere.
Sponcon.
Sponcon.
I don't know. You could. Baking is science.
That's where we cut in. The scientist will enjoy a life of baking, attempting to replicate the miner's cake forever. And really just trying to put it down to a fine science, but in doing so, will never fully achieve the magic because there was something about that cake that day that was just pure magic.
People say that about Ben.
And the technician. The technician escapes flawlessly. It's a beautiful operation. It is borderline Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise, it's mesmerizing if anyone actually saw it. So you're a guy who's never really needed too much. You just want to live, you just want to be happy, you want to play beer pong, you want to drink, you want to go down the bar. You grow out a long beard, you grow out your hair. You know that there's this public trial of Jan Dolski, but hey, you're happy to look scruffy as hell. No one's ever going to look at you and go, that's the guy from the news. And yeah, you link up with the scientist creates you a new identity, and you get to live out the rest of your days doing exactly what you want, relaxing, chilling, being away from people as much as you need, drinking beer, and occasionally going down the bar and challenging someone to some beer pong. As for Jan Dolski,
And never build a bridge ever again.
as for Jan Dolski and his public trial, well, yeah, the company do well. They protect him, they look after him. But I guess ultimately, the only way you're ever going to really know what happens to Jan Dolski is to play the game yourself. Which is out now. Which is out now. Thank you, everyone. Woo! Honestly, I've sweat quite a lot.
DMing is hard.
Yeah,
That's because you're wearing that really cool.
It's really cool
Yeah.
jacket. This was my first time ever DMing, and I
Well,
chose to
you
do it on
nailed-
camera.
you nailed
Or
it.
GMing in this case, because there were no dungeons, only emotional ones.
And developing a game.
And developing a game. I basically had to try and figure out, I had some assistance from some lovely people at 11-bit, and I did many tens of hours rolling dice and trying to figure out how to make it work. It's not an easy thing trying to take a video game and go, now make a TTRPG from it.
You nailed it.
You
But-
did.
You did.
Well done.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. And thank you massively to AMD, who are the sponsors
Thank
of
you,
this
AMD.
video.
Thank you,
AMD, you absolute heroes. And of course, to the wonderful 11-bit Studios, not only for making this happen and our sponsorship with AMD, but also allowing myself and Doug to be part of the game.
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
if I trust this, Max.
And you're going to have to learn if you want to trust Maxwell yourself by playing the game. So, thank you so much, everyone, and we'll see you next time on planet Earth.
The altars, baby!
The Altars, baby!
Well done!
Yay! Well done!
It was fucking fab!